And providing that everything is how it's supposed to be, which, you know, is a 50-50 shot sometimes. Right, YouTube? YouTube. My stream, there it is. Hello, everybody. And welcome back to more Paranormasight, the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. And this slightly unhinged voice that you hear in the background, that's my co-commentator, that's Chris.
Murder. I am that Chris.
Yep. It's another Monday, and for once it's not a shitty Monday because I didn't have work. I got over all of my anxiety from last night, so for now, it's gonna come back. But for now, I'm good.
That's good.
Because I played more 14.
That would explain why you're good.
Mm-hmm. Well, I had to play it in the afternoon today because they're doing fucking server maintenance tonight. Because they're implementing the next patch, which means I won't get to play it until tomorrow. I don't know what I'm gonna do after the stream, but we'll figure it out.
Shrug.
Yeah, welcome to more
Play
Paranormal.
more Gotham Knights.
We could. Realistically, we could. I've not touched that game in a fucking age there.
Well, however long you haven't played it is when I haven't played it.
It's the wrong save file. This is the save file that I was working on. For no reason in particular.
None. Not at all.
Okay. Stop. You can't do this right during a stream, Chris. I know this artist by heart by now. I don't even need to see the art. Anyway, welcome back. The intro is shot to hell, so we're just not gonna bother with that.
Murder!
Last time, we got further with our 2 detectives here. Tetsuo and Jun. Tetsuo was just like, hey, by the way, there's a paranormal division in the police department, and I'm a part of it, and Jun fucking creamed his pants.
Of course.
We met up with the fucking nerdy guy, and he was thwarted again. He tried to use his curse. And we took his curse stone, which apparently curse bearers can have more than one curse stone. That's good to know. And then we went over and we met with fucking Joey Wheeler, the professor that started all this in the first place. And we're just like, hey, you did some research on this. What are you doing it for? He's like, I don't know. And yeah, he had a curse stone, and we fucking confiscated that too.
Yeah, and then we got locked out.
Yep, and that was it. So we moved up to Haraway, Shigema, and immediately started with the haunted clappers.
Yeah,
which is
started with that. Then we started having a conversation with Michael Jackson as to what's going on.
That is very true. Also, you're not. I just need to make sure you're not facing the mic directly right now, right?
I'm not.
Okay, just
I'm
making sure.
I'm also eating, so
I know. I hear that. Which I shouldn't be one to talk.
It's just some bread, so it's something.
Right. You're gonna have a proper dinner at some point?
Maybe.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love just eating bread as much as the next person. Oh well. Yeah. So Haraway's like, I can fucking resurrect my son if I do this, and our detective friend's like, yeah, you could, but that would be murdering people, and that would void our contract. So we settled on, at night, he's going to be looking for curse bearers, and during the day, he's going to be investigating her son's murder. There are a few other details, but there's a lot. As with all visual novel games, there's a lot to take in there.
Oh, for sure.
And in the meantime, and by which I mean in like the last half an hour or so, I've been working on another file because there is something specifically surrounding this, or I guess it's after this, but we can't get to it yet. That is completely missable if we don't do things the right way.
Right.
Alternate pathings. Obviously, it's a bad ending, but it is going to be kind of cool to see how that functions. But anyway, Mr. Michael Jackson detective there is just like, hey, you should stay in your house. And that's basically where we're left off. So, this section is going to take a while. I went through this section on fucking fast forward, and it took me quite a bit. So,
story!
Despite having obtained the curse of the haunting clappers, Haruo Shigema is determined to use the rite of resurrection by stealing the remaining curse stones. She instructs her private investigator Richter to find the other curse bearers.
One in the morning.
The Shigema Mansion reception room. It's been almost an hour since Richter left.
It's been 1 hour since you looked at him.
Promised he called me if anything happened. But he hasn't. So all I could do is wait. And wait. Oh yeah, we also started our fucking sticker collection.
Yeah, we did. I have no idea what that means yet.
I don't know
I'm sure
either.
I will.
I actually don't know either, so we're gonna find that out together.
Woo.
I know it's dangerous to go out, but I can't just sit here and let this opportunity pass me by.
I must take this before they do that.
I have to look for her, for Michio Shiraishi.
Shiraishi.
Michio Shiraishi. Okay. All of these fucking names are going to be made 10 times harder because of the fact that we are doing Italian, Latin, and fucking Russian for our songs. So I have so many languages swimming around in my head right now.
Shut the jot up.
Fuck that. Fuck that specific thing in particular.
Listen, at the very least during that specific part, it's slowed to such a crawl that you can get all the letters and
you're right. And then
phonetics out all at once.
Yeah, you're right. And then we go back up to 140 BPM, and I can't pronounce shit.
Accurate for Russian.
Yeah, absolutely. First, I need to find more soul dregs. Souls. I put a record on. No, it's too late for that. I'm not in the mood for music anyway. I don't know why she was peppy there. She's fucking depressed. Be accurate here. Flowers put me at ease, just a little. That old hanging scroll. I've seen it too often to feel anything from it now. That's about right. Come to think of it, I never offered him any tea. Not that I ever learned how to make it.
Well then.
The fax machine, I rarely find a use for it. I don't know if anyone else I don't know anyone else who owns one. That's right. That's about right. Actually, I think fax machines are still kind of in rotation nowadays. Not as much anymore, but
it's still being used. It's just more being used by companies rather than the individual consumer.
I'm waiting for Richter to contact me, but he hasn't. Ticking seems loud. It just goes to show how quiet it is. There's nothing on at this hour. I see no point in turning it on. What's this? A newspaper? Must have fallen off the chair. Read it. Read the newspaper, which is also a lost art form.
Lol. Even though it's still being made.
They still print paper, but the sales are not what they used to be.
Yeah.
Everything's online.
Yeah.
The newspaper. I only leave them in here for guests. I hardly ever read them myself. I don't think I've taken the time to go over one in years, in fact. Yeah, that's about right. Now it's not like I have anything better to do. Oof. Oof. I don't really watch much television. It feels as if all the information in the world gets passed through that little black box. But Father stopped them from reporting on the kidnapping, back when it happened. I was glad about that. Less fuss. Really? I don't think so. I do not think so. But that's the thing, like, yeah, you stopped them from reporting, also to stop them from saying that the police were fucking idiots.
Yeah.
Now the comedy now that the comedy boom is over, all the comedians are flocking to other genres. The cult seems really popular at the moment. Look at all these paranormal specials. Education. Everyone attends high school now, even girls. Universal education policy, they call it. The country's gotten rich enough that every child can go to school. Education is the backbone of modern society. If you want to work for a good company, you have to get into a good university. That is an outdated ideal. That is an outdated way of thinking.
But remember, this was back in the day.
I know, but like I'm thinking about it as opposed to now in 2024, and holy shit, is that wrong now? It was correct back then, but then again, you could go to a university for relatively cheap and get a good job. It wasn't like pulling teeth.
Pulling teeth, and you'd have to pay for the pulled teeth each individually. And then even then, that's like a monochrome of the amount you'd actually be paying.
Please, sir, may I have another? More people in the running than ever. The competition to get into those universities has gotten fierce, though. The new generation is rebelling. Schoolyard violence and delinquency are on the rise. But my boy was too sensible to get mixed up in any of that. I don't want to read anymore. It only reminded me of him. So I'm going to read some more.
Yeah, so I don't want to read anymore, so here I am going to go read more to forget about reading more.
Now that everyone has more spending money to go around, people are coming up with all kinds of new diversions. It was like only yesterday that people were flocking to the arcades to shoot aliens. Now we have these enormous theme parks and gaming machines that plug straight into our televisions. Ah, yes, the Atari.
Remember, this is what, the 1970s? We figured that out?
Late 70s, early 80s?
Yeah, that'd be around when the Atari. Maybe I think that'd probably be like right around when the Atari was just starting to get popular.
Mm-hmm. Everyone's talking about superhero series, foreign films, and movies based on the latest bookseller. In my day, fusion rock and folk music was all the rage. Okay. I mean, that's not too bad.
Again, the nostalgia is a strong factor in things coming back.
Oh.
So I'm sure a lot of people love it nowadays, but only because of nostalgia.
And also because there's a new twist on it.
Or the Zoomers hear about it for the first time on TikTok, and then they're like, "Oh, this is the newest hip hop hibbity thing."
Yeah. But now it's all
Can
about.
you tell how old I am based on what I just said?
Listen, we're both like on the verge of becoming that mindset.
I feel like we are already. It's just a younger version of that mindset than what would normally have been.
That's true. After all, did you? No, man. I got that flipped. But now it's all about city pop and idols. Of course, it's Japan.
Yep.
I find it hard to care about that sort of thing anymore. Japan will forever be fucking pop and idols.
Always. It's part of the culture.
Here are new big things, some mascot line of delinquent birds. Mockingbirds, I think it's called. Like the sticker. Was that what Richter was talking about? Trends seem to have such short shelf lives now, with how quickly the times are changing. Yeah. I'm just too old to keep up anymore. The young people who are leading the way with their modern worldviews, my generation will only fall further behind. At least she knows where she stands.
That is very fair.
There are some people in that generation which will fight until the end. All sorts of articles about the current state of the economy. It sucks. Now that the post-war boom has passed its peak, we're moving into the era of large corporations. It's about 220 to 230 yen to the dollar. Ooh. Wait, is that good or bad?
That means for every 220 to 230 yen, that equals $1. So that's actually really, really strong compared to now, where it's roughly about 1,000, maybe more.
Mm. Yeah, I never figured out with the like transition rate what was considered good and what was bad.
Yeah, I mean, this is basically, she's just basically stating the ratio.
Right.
So fucking, if you wanted to get around like 1,000 yen, it'd probably equal like $5 or $6.
Gotcha. Manufacturing is on the rise and exports are healthy. I'm sure the experts are too.
The experts should also be healthy. I mean, that's what they're giving information, right?
The dollar is down from its height, and people are saying it could fall further. Okay, well, that answers my question.
Hmm.
There's no denying how much the standard of living has improved in the past few years. It's common to own a car and television now, and supermarkets are better stocked than ever. And that'd be nice. Although with everyone flocking to the city, land prices are skyrocketing. Nowadays, most people can only dream of home ownership. Ha!
Ha. Ha. Nowadays.
That sounds familiar.
Nowadays in the 80s, it was very hard to buy houses. A good thing that hasn't changed.
Yeah. The city center is going to be nothing but apartments before long. I'm not exactly a businesswoman, so this all feels like another world to me. I'm not a businessman myself, but I'm living it, so... It's like the city's biggest problem right now is pollution. I remember how the air and water used to be even more polluted. The river was covered in scum from all the sewage and industrial waste, and it stank so badly it made my eyes water. Eventually, people started getting sick, and it couldn't be ignored anymore. Fortunately, it's gotten better since then. Although the air around the industrial district is still filthy with gas and smog. Oh, so like the entirety of New Jersey. There's one thing...
That's harsh. I'm gonna call the whole of New Jersey filled with smog. Just Trenton.
There's one thing Honjo never wants for its horrific crimes. I'm just saying, no matter where you go, there's a lot of factories. Like if you're driving down the turnpike, you will pass so many fucking factories.
Oh, 100%.
So like, it may not be as bad in areas, but it's a fact that the factories are fucking polluting the air across the state.
That is true. It's just not as strong in certain areas compared to others.
Right. There's one thing Honjo never wants for its horrific crimes. We found a police officer dead in a local park just the other day. A lot of my family are in the police. I hope it wasn't anybody I knew. I don't read the news anymore, not since last year. It brings back bad memories. So I'm going to read the news some more. It's funny.
Haraway just never learns.
Suicide at local high school. Oh, I remember that. A high school girl jumped off a roof about a week ago. She was bullied, I think, or maybe it was something about exam pressure. The fact that this is said so casually is super reflective of, I mean, what we even know now of Japanese culture.
Mm-hmm.
Why? And I actually tried to mention that in like my Persona 3 Let's Play, because I expected there'd be like really fucking high gates to prevent students from jumping off the roof because of exam pressure. By surprise, I mean, like there were barriers there, but you could easily climb over them. So, but then again, that was made back in 2009. I digress. Exams and education is a big thing over there. So much so that, you know, if you get a B or a C, which is average here in the States, that's like super fucking bad over there. So there's a lot of pressure that's put on getting good grades, getting into a good college, getting a good job, making money, having a family. You know, it's very old school over there. And some students can't take the pressure. Which is why not only are they jumping off of the school roofs, but there's an entire forest, which anybody knows about that forest, thanks to a certain fucking stupid internet celebrity, where like it was very common to wind up killing yourself by hanging. It's just called the suicide forest because of that same thing. Although that was more of a culmination of like both school and adults that just can't take their jobs anymore.
Also, it wasn't just hanging. They would do whatever it meant to kill themselves in that forest.
I guess hanging was just the first thing that came to mind because that's the most thing that I would hear about over there. The most thing I would hear about. Be English good.
The American speaking English, never. Sorry, speaking English good, never.
Yeah. What? No, this can't be right. Her name... Michio Shiraishi from Kamagata High School.
Can't be. The name reoccurs.
Oh my god, it's almost like that's who we were looking for. I'm waiting for Richter to contact me, but he hasn't. I made sure this receiver is on the hook. It'll ring as soon as he calls.
Well, that was fast.
That must be him.
Why would we do nothing? Just let it ring? Just be a dick?
I don't know if that actually does anything.
Just answer the phone.
Hello, Shigema residence.
What a productive hour.
Yeah, it's fine. You read the newspaper. Richter called me out here, called me out to meet him, and we came here to Komagata Bridge. Richter, there's something I need to tell you. Funny, I was just thinking the same thing. I fucking hate this voice, but we're locked in now. We're in Komagata Bridge over the Sumida River. There's a highway on one side and a freeway on the other, but they're both deserted this late at night. Oh boy. Komagata Bridge. One of the bridges spanning the Sumida River, completed in 1927 as a part of the reconstruction effort following the Great Honjo earthquake. It is notable both for its distinctive blue arches and the cutting edge, for the time, techniques used in its construction. There are many bridges stretching across the Sumida River, each boasting a unique structural form and design. To the river. Standing around is the last thing I want to be doing right now. It's my only chance to bring back my son. I can't afford to fritter it away. He's gazing down at the water. What's he see down there, I wonder? Who goes first?
Harurai.
Something I need to tell you. What's up? Well, that girl, Michio Shiraishi. The one who was with Shuichi on the day of the kidnapping? That's her. Well, she's dead. She's what? Student who committed suicide last week. That was her. I heard something like that happened. Never got the name though. Talking about bad luck. Finally get a lead, only to find it's turned into a literal dead end. Oof. Unless her death was the whole reason Janucci was so shaken up. He said she was going to curse him. Was he talking about taking revenge from beyond the grave? Seems we're back to where we started. Not necessarily. That teacher knows something, I'm sure of it. At the very least, I put money down on having him having something to do with Miss Shirashi's death. That's why he's so scared of being cursed by her. I see. And also, something tells me he knows more about your son's kidnapping. In any case, I got a good idea of what he's hiding. Call it a hunch. A hunch? Well, more of a theory. Care to take a guess? I don't know. Want to take a guess?
What would it be? Curse related? I can guess.
Huh?
I assume it's curse related.
I can't say for certain, but
Miss Michio Shiraishi. Wait. No, she didn't sign. Wait a minute. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my food fell.
oh no. Your bread?
Yeah. It's fine. And there goes my iPad on top of the bread. Okay.
Oh boy. That bread's not having a good time.
No. Okay, now, none of these make sense to me. Does silence Michio Shiraishi? She silenced herself with a curse.
Michio Shiraishi, silence Michio Shiraishi with murder.
Yes. Oh, that makes so much sense.
What you said with the curse, right?
Yes. You know, I'm like, wait a minute. That doesn't make sense at all.
What if Michio Shiraishi signs Michiro Shiraishi with a curse? What do you think?
What do you think?
You mean it was self-inflicted? That might be a little bit far-fetched. I see. I'm sorry if I disappointed you. I'm not really cut out to play detective. Well, no point dwelling on speculation. The truth will out in time.
No, give me another chance.
Nope, it's a one-shot deal.
Because I must have missed the Jinochi's mention, because I probably would have brought that up. But like, oh no, it was Michio, and then like, oh wait, well, no, she silenced herself
With a curse. Right now, I think we need to have another chat with Mr. Janucci. Well, that was fun.
Damn it.
Please go ahead. Alright then. I've been poking around places connected to the 7 mysteries looking for curse bearers. And I think I found a few candidates. Okay, so this is one that I want to see. There might be a change here because of how we actually went around about this.
Right.
First, a tall man I ran into Kinchibowie Park.
And Kinchibowie?
Asked him for directions, trying to probe him a little, but he turned the questions right back around on me. When he was out there the second he figured I wasn't looking for him, or I wasn't what he was looking for. I got the sense curses were nothing new to him. I'm about 40% sure he's a curse bearer. Nah, he's just a dick. Then there's this middle-aged guy I saw on South Warigasui Street. No question about this one. He had one of the curse stones in his hand. No, that makes sense because this is before our detectives ran into him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's no change there. I was trying to see if they were going to mention it because of the fact that we took his curse stone first before going down this route, but it is still kind of following the timeline, so that's good to know. I didn't ever say about him too. It was clear he was up to some shady business. Gathering soul drags, I bet he'd make for a good target. And there's this guy and
then a woman that we've never met yet.
Next up is a pair, a young man and woman I saw around Ryogoku Bridge. This time the man came up to me and asked me flat out if I was curse bearer. I told him I didn't know what he was talking about, then he backpedaled and left. I think they'd look around there often, looking for kindred spirits would be my guess. Though it didn't seem like they were quite working as a pair. Gathering soul dregs in a group might be a decent idea if you can make it work. But with things being how they are, it's gotta be hard to find folks what you trust. They got brass though. I don't know what their deal is, but I'd like to find out. Ah. As to the 2 detectives I seen sniffing about. Police are involved. Not necessarily. A body turned up in a local park a few days ago, so they might be looking into that. Except that we were never down this alley. So maybe that was just in between times? Yeah, but we were never here.
Yeah, or maybe it was like in a later part that we haven't gotten to yet.
No, because again, if Janucci or not Janucci, fucking
Richter?
No, pompous professor. If he still had his curse stone, that would mean that this happens before the part that we got locked out of.
Right. Yeah, because he did have that.
Still, the parts got ties to one of the 7 mysteries. Might be it was a curse that did the guy in. If they're sending in detectives from the head office, then something's gotta be up. Do you know where they're from? Let's just say that when you're in this business, you get there's some faces you get to know. And Lord knows I'm not going to miss the faces that these people make. Anyways, that's everyone who's caught my eye. Done all of them in so little time. I really did hire the best. It's all in the name, ma'am. Michael Jackson, P.I. No, wait. Make that Michael Jackson, investigator extraordinaire. Hi, an investigator extraordinaire. Is that why you can dress like that without drawing attention to yourself? I'm gonna be a pop star. You sure are.
I could become a king, one might say.
You bet. Investigator extraordinaire can blend in like a chameleon in any outfit. Well, that aside, middle-aged man and young couple sound most promising. Am I right? Whichever we pick, it's still too early to make a move. Seems like the curse bearers are less involved with each other than we excuse me. It seems like the curse bearers are less involved with
God,
each other
even he has
than
the
we thought.
fucking duck lips.
Plus there's still others we don't know about. I say we hang fire and see how things play out. But once more bodies start showing up, that'll get the pot hot, nice and hot. And once it's boiling, our chance will come.
So, your plan is to just let people die and then you can investigate further?
I mean, yeah.
Instead of doing it preemptively, you do it reactively?
No, because the point is the fact that we are going to steal the curse stone, so the more that people die, the more soul dregs we're going to have to collect.
I guess, but it just seems a little... it makes sense, but like a detective saying, yeah, we'll just wait for people to die before we can continue our investigation on preventing people from dying. It's a little backwards if you just say it out loud.
I guess, but he is following client's orders. Did you want to tell me something? I already said everything I want to say. Meet a river. The water is filthy and horrid, but at night, when it's still, it looks almost peaceful. Can I ask you something, ma'am? Is Meet a River what you Honjo folks picture when you think of home? I couldn't say. All I can tell you, that I can hardly stand the sight of it. Right, should have guessed. It's where they found him after you went missing. All alone, floating in that horrible water. All I can think is how scared he must have been. How cold he must have been. What did he ever do to deserve something so awful? I'm here every day since then. And I prayed to the river to give him back. Give me my son. Day after day after day. You know, in old times, people believed rivers marked where our world met the next. So the act of crossing flowing water had a huge amount of spiritual significance. Back when Edo was founded, the people of Chuo found or saw the Sumida River the same way. They associated the far side of the river with the afterlife. That same place would later become Honjo. All their fear and revulsion accumulated there and took root. But then the Ryogoku Bridge sprang up after the Great Fire of Meireki, and just like that, Honjo was part of the city too. And as it turned from farmland into a town, the people surrounded it with man-made rivers and crisscrossed it with canals and waterways. Weren't those to prevent flooding? That's what I was told. They were, but that's not all they were for. The other purpose was to contain all the corruption that had built up on that far shore, and stop it leaking through to the side of the Great Divide. That's interesting. And it makes sense. Water has always been a sign of purity, one way or another. And I think that, yeah, that applies to at least all the religions that I can think of. I mean, in Christianity and Catholicism, you get baptized in water, submerged in water to cleanse yourself of sin when you begin your life. In terms of, Judaism, parting the Great Sea with Moses and going to the other side for a new life. And then the sea would come back together when the Egyptians tried to follow the Jews, cleansing, in a way, washing away that corruption.
Also slightly in Christianity as well.
Yes, but that's one of those. That's one of those meeting points before it goes its separate ways.
Right.
I just think more like Hebrew Jewish when it comes to that, because that people were the main focus of that. But yes,
right.
It is also in the Bible. The Bible.
Bibli.
And I don't really know about many other cultures. I mean, obviously, I say Christianity and Judaism because those two are not only interlaced to a certain degree, but those are the people that I've been around the most. You could probably ask Pooja about that later. See where it comes from a
Hindu perspective.
Hindu perspective. But yeah, water has always been a sign of purity, so that absolutely makes sense that they would also use it to trap corruption. And also maybe why the flowing river thing works with vampires. Vampires can't cross running water.
That's a thing?
Yeah.
Man, there's always something new about vampire lore that I learn every day.
It's vampires.
Whether it be stupid or like something innocuous that I wouldn't even think of.
Well, there's a lot of lore too.
I'm very faint on the lore of vampires. My knowledge extends to the shitty version of Twilight and Hotel Transylvania.
Oof.
So, and I guess Castlevania by some extent.
Sure. Officially, they were a physical barrier, but unofficially, they were a spiritual one too. So if I have this right, are you saying that Honjo is a place where the real world meets the afterlife? Exactly. That's why the rite of resurrection is here, rather than anywhere else. I'm sure of it. It's probably why the seven mysteries and their curses have survived to the modern day. Also, in terms of this thing with water, when we get back to the World Ends with You, keep that in mind, because we've already encountered something that is along those lines.
And
I guess that would make this spot we're standing now right off the water, the border between life and death. If there were ever a place where bringing back the dead might be possible, I reckon it's here. It's funny you mentioned praying to the river. That might have done more than you think. That's supposed to make me feel better. Just thinking aloud, ma'am. Well, it is a nice thought.
it's a nice thought, so now let me get back to more reading, that thing I don't like doing.
The river. A Class A river that is part of the Arakawa River system, which runs through much of eastern Tokyo and empties into Tokyo Bay. During the Edo period, Sumida's riverbanks played a key role in the transportation of lumber used for construction. In addition to its logistical importance, it was also a place for the common folk to gather and enjoy activities such as seasonal flower viewing or river bathing, and there exist many woodblock prints depicting such activities. The area became plagued with sewage issues when the surrounding environs were industrialized in the post-war period, but the situation has improved since. Many unique bridges span the Sumida River, including the Ryogoku and Azumabashi bridges, which attract a large number of visitors as sightseeing spots. Massive fireworks displayed in the summer are also always sure to draw a crowd. The river has served as a cornerstone for both the city and its people, having both aided in its development and serving as an inspirational backdrop for countless works of art and literature.
Nice.
I mean, that's true. Having a river or any water source is very nice in terms of art. Oh, that's right. There's one more memory I have of this river. You know, we were talking about nice spiritual stuff. Now let's get back to the main point of the game here.
Now that we've gone on this river tangent, God, even this fucking writer learned a lot from the Zero Escape School of Extra Lore.
Do you mind if I tell you? Go ahead. Must have been about 20 years now when I was still a schoolgirl. Back then, the Sumida River was much filthier than it is now. It was full of garbage and industrial discharge. It was scummy and slimy, and it stank. You could look out over the water and see dead cats and dogs and pigeons just floating. And one day, among all the filth and garbage, there was a piece of my missing classmate's hand.
But not leg.
Not leg, just the hand. What? It was almost a miracle when you start to think about it. What were the chances that someone would find a part of her that was still recognizable? And that although everything but the palm had rotted away in the water, the part that was left would have an identifiable scar. Oh, alright. And that they could tell if it had been a murder from the blade marks on the bone. You're saying in the 1960s? End of 1950s and beginning of 1960s, that their investigative techniques were that advanced by that point?
I mean, if Ace Attorney was to tell us anything, even in the 1800s they had amazing tech.
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about...
Not in terms of, like, comparing it to real life shit. Although,
yeah, no, I mean, didn't you know in the 1800s they had fully working holograms? It was perfectly normal back then.
Wait. Are you talking about the Neijiima murders? So you've heard of it. I'm impressed. I assume you were but an elementary schooler at the time. I wasn't really aware of it then. I only heard about it after the fact. I had no idea the victim was a classmate of yours. Update to the... Oh, God! I forgot about this profile.
That is a portrait for sure.
Umachika Neijiima. Man who made headlines.
Yeah, he's got full of them Sorry, what?
Oh, keep going.
No, I was gonna be like Fumachika. Well, yeah, no, his cheeks are full.
Oh. Man who made headlines over 2 decades ago was perpetrator of the brutal killings known as the Neijiima murders. Even though, once again, there was only one that he was convicted of. We discussed this last time. To be honest, it was all a bit of a blur. A wave of chaos just parting around me. Something like that. They said the rest of her body must have sunk to the bottom of the river. They combed the riverbed, but they only ever found pieces. Everything else must have rotted and flowed out to sea. Afterwards, I heard that all the divers who had been looking for her fell ill. Sorry state for everyone involved, huh? Funny, everyone figures the river's filthy already, so one more piece of garbage won't hurt. But every little bit makes it worse. It's a vicious cycle. I know I wouldn't want to go breeding around there myself. That's right, which is why the riverbed is the last place anyone would go looking. Or so was the killer's thinking, anyway. Times were changing quickly back then. Things were confusing. Everyone seemed to be in a hurry. Young people were moving to Tokyo in droves. Some even ran away from home to make it into this big city. And they made easy targets for bad people. Yep. There's another game that I played that focused on that general idea. Tokyo Dark. Tokyo Dark revolved around that general idea of young pop idols wanting to make it in the big city and being victims of some very bad and very manipulative people.
Yikes.
Which I need to play that game again. I only did one ending.
I remember that you talked highly about it when you were playing it.
It's good. But there are so many games on the list that I would have to open it in like a lull state. A lot of them ended up disappearing without a trace. See, back then, chopped the body up into tiny pieces and threw it into the river. Rot quickly and discreetly and sink to the bottom, never to be seen again. Are you saying what I think you're saying? They arrested him shortly after. Umashika Neijiima, the man who killed my classmate and cut her into pieces. So methodical about it, it couldn't have been his first crime. People began to wonder how many other girls he'd murdered in the same way. Police never found any evidence of other murders, and in the end... But the river knows the truth. How many corpses has it swallowed up over the years, I wonder? Same thoughts spread through everyone's minds, and they started to avoid this area. So really, this river has been rank with corruption for decades now. Or at least that's how it seemed to me. Well, was that interesting? Well, I can see why you don't have any good memories of this river. With all that darkness lurking beneath the surface, there's no reason that you would. Still, if I may, ma'am, I'm surprised you know so much about the Neijiima murders. But how can I not? After all, I was the one who found the hand.
Plot twist!
Police actually wrote me a thank you letter. Said it was only thanks to me that they managed to bring Neijiima to justice. That was the only time my father ever said he was proud of me. Huh. Guess it just wasn't the killer's day. Sometimes I wonder if he resents me for it. Couldn't have anything to do with anything at all. It's Meter River. I have nothing but awful memories of it. Now that we've unlocked that talking point. Something wrong? Not really. It just struck me. It's been 20 years since the Neijiima murders. It has. Not spooky or anything, but I thought you might be interested in knowing. Life in prison doesn't always mean life. There's precedent for first-time offenders being allowed out on parole after 20 years. Only if they're found to show remorse and desire to reform themselves, of course. That's right. I'm impressed you know so much. Still, it's hard for someone with a criminal record to reintegrate into society. I heard they've been trying to fix that recently, matching inmates with jobs and accommodation. Oh, really? Keep an eye on them, of course, and they make them report in for regular checkups. That is parole! Probably like the beginnings of the parole system there. But to avoid discrimination, they keep the inmates' records secret from everyone but their employers. They even give particularly notorious criminals new identities so they wouldn't be recognized in the workplace. Oh. Why? The way you put it. Seems like you're saying Fumachika Neijiima could be out on parole right now. Back in society under a new name with nobody any the wiser. It's possible. As it happens, little birdie told me about a big name making parole a few months back. I don't know if that was Neijiima, but our discussion just now did bring it to mind. I see. Unsettling. Now that you mention it, I just remembered something too. What was it? I was passing by Komagata High School for a little while ago when I saw someone. A janitor, I think. And I could have sworn he reminded me of Fumachika Neijiima. No? He looked a little different after 20 years. Much thinner than I remember, too. I told myself I was just seeing things. But perhaps it was him after all. So, what next? Big question is what the rest of the curse bearers are up to. Luckily, the Sumida River is a good distance from any of the 7 mysteries. Unlikely any other curse bearer will come all the way here. I think I can finally have a moment to think. I see. Alright? Take a voice! This has been 100% Rob the entire time. Take
I know, I've been
voice.
loving it.
It's supposed to be a collaboration.
Excuse me. No, it's,
College girl, artistic student.
Excuse me? And that's my contribution. There we go. That's all I get. Haraway, for the love of God.
I'm sorry, it takes a lot of effort to turn my head 180 degrees.
I just imagine it's like the fucking cement on ground noise.
Oh. The fucking stone on stone.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd she come from? Where'd she go?
Where did she go? Where did she come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
It's like she appeared out of nowhere. Oh, you're pretty.
I didn't mean to startle you. I'm terribly sorry if I've gotten the wrong people, but would you happen to be curse bearers?
Curse bearers? What's that then?
It means someone who's gathering souls for the rite of resurrection.
I am a mature, almost 28-year-old.
Clearly.
Actually.
You have heard of the rite of resurrection, haven't you? Everyone's talking about it.
Color me intrigued. Care to tell me more, Miss, what's your name again?
Oh, silly me. I'm Ayame Tono. I swear to I thought that the end was an extra O, so it was like, Ayame too! Just quickly read that as Ayame too!
Oh, that's her name now. She says her name's Ayame. I guess she's around 20.
Ayame too.
Must be brave walking around alone this late. Or maybe there's more to it. Let me think on this. He certainly had no resurrections telling us about the rite of... What the fuck? She certainly had no reservations telling us about the rite of resurrection.
A lot of R's in that sentence.
Yeah. It'd be worth keeping an eye on her. She could be trouble. What do you think? Sounding it well, but I can sense that he's got his guard up. Could there be more to this girl than meets the eye? Of course there is.
Always.
I should ask you what her deal is.
There's more to the rise of
It's difficult.
No, my brain just kind of gave up halfway through. There is more to the rite of resurrection than meets the eye, you see. Oh shit, she can read my mind. So the best way to collect soul dregs is to kill other curse bearers. And that's about the size of it. I hope it wasn't too much to follow.
No. I think I get the gist of it. Funny old world we live in, huh? So are you saying you're one of these curse bearers?
No, well, not quite. It's complicated. I'm not, but Yutaro is.
Tara, is that your boyfriend?
Oh, heavens no, just a friend. His full name is Yutaro Namigaki. Well, I suppose you could say partners in crime.
Does that name ring a bell for you, buddy?
Obviously, I don't think I know anyone like that. So I don't know what you're talking about or what you're addressing me as.
Funny way of putting it. Let's talk. So where is this Yutaro now?
Well, about that, he's not actually a curse bearer anymore. Shock.
Mm-hmm.
As in, oh my god, that's actually, when the fuck did he lose? Oh, because this would have been after.
Yep, we took the
Was
curse
it
down.
2 a.m. when we went and confronted him?
Maybe. Yeah, because that stuff in the park with the professor was like 3 a.m., right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So, like, he just
Okay.
got his fucking stone taken.
So that tracks.
Yep.
He's more like a former curse bearer.
Although I do wonder if we didn't touch the fucking detective storyline at all. No, it actually locks us out. I do remember that. We
Because we don't have enough information.
yeah, we have to take his stone before this storyline continues. She won't show up until we do.
I see.
Trying to rattle around in my brain what memories I have, and they're like very quickly slipping away.
Get him back.
How so?
I don't really know the details myself, but apparently he lost his curse stone. Typical, right? You made such a show of being a top student only to flunk where it counts. So now I'm out here looking for curse bearers myself. If you want something done right,
I like her.
don't involve bitchy nerds. That's the phrase, right? That's how that goes.
That's totally how it goes. So anyway, mind if you asked why I thought I was a curse bearer? Breathe,
Oh.
damn you!
Say, hurry.
There are two ways that could have continued. It was either that or the fucking Larry the Lobster just punching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how about both? Also, I'm now looking at Ayame's face. She is in pure shock.
Yeah, she got caught.
Oh, that I'm terribly sorry. I was so rude. I saw the two of you out late at night, and I suppose I made assumptions.
Gotcha. Sorry if we gave you the wrong idea. Out of interest, what was your plan if we did turn out to be curse bearers?
Kill you? I mean, walk away like I would, because I'm not a curse bearer. No.
Well, you're not.
Great question. And the answer is, I was going to ask you very nicely for your curse stones.
Even though if you're
Nicely.
even though if you're not a curse bearer, you would basically immediately die from holding on to it. But whatever. And you did we would again in him. She's like that.
Yo, he's got the most intense duck lips. Like, they're more intense than Setsuo's. Like, holy shit, the wrinkles on his fucking lower chin from that.
I think the fucking hair over the eye aesthetic also plays into that.
Oh,
Because,
yeah.
It's just the anger in the one eye, so it's a lot more focused.
But also the chin, bro. He's got that fucking pursed chin from the lips.
Well, maybe not, but you know what they say. You never know until you ask.
You must really love your boyfriend if you're willing to try something something that risky.
Oh, goodness, no. We're just friends. Haven't you heard him speak? God, it's like fucking grating on my ears just being around him.
I just want one time. Like, I know that she's being like all proper and like very kind and polite, but I want one of these times when it's brought up.
She just puts on the Excalibur face.
like, oh fuck no. Ew.
Yeah, you think of Namigaki and immediately get the Excalibur face.
That tracks.
My life doesn't revolve around him, you know?
All right.
Anyway, you aren't curse bearers, so I'm just bothering you, aren't I? Please ignore me.
I can't.
Bitch, you just got caught.
Like, despite these suspicious circumstances, I very much like her character design.
She's cute, for sure.
I also appreciate what I just saw now. The fact that, like, she was looking at us, right? Because, we're the player character. But the moment Richter started talking, her eyes flicked over.
Oh, that's nice.
I
wish I would have seen that if I
side.
wasn't fucking eyes shut fucking hard from yawning.
Yeah. But, like, that's a good thing to design. Attention to detail there.
Well, just in general, the eyes are very expressive, and getting them really accurate is just always a good attention to detail in any animation, in any art form. Like, the eyes are very, very like prominently moving.
You're telling me. I mean, especially for acting, the face is a huge part of it. I mean, like, full body, to be fair, but like very expressive facial. We're going to ignore that phrasing there.
Very expressive facial.
So, what are you trying to do with this round of resurrection?
Well, Utaro has his own plan all laid out. I don't know if I can get behind it, though. It seems, how do I put it? Self-centered?
That's about right.
I mean, if you got a chance to resurrect the dead, it would be a waste not to use it on someone that really matters, right? So I was planning to steal his curse stone at the last second and use it for myself.
And you were just checking off the boxes on why I like you more. Fuck that nerd.
I mean, it's a bitchy thing to do, but I mean, yeah, fuck that nerd.
Well, until he lost it anyway. Oh, but don't tell Utaro I was going to do that, okay? I don't think he'd be happy to hear it.
What's he gonna do? He doesn't have a curse stone anymore.
He'll probably die. I mean, fucking.
Of course, keeping secrets is my business.
You know, as a detective.
Detective extraordinaire, excuse me.
Oh my god.
My, aren't you dashing?
No, I'm actually standing still. It's Harui's face. Good.
Fucking god.
I'll just watch her eyes again. Just again, like it's small, but I appreciate the detail.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like you really had your heart set on this right. What were you hoping to use it on?
Do you promise you won't laugh? No.
Cross my heart.
Well then, let me tell you my master plan. Prepare to be amazed. I'm an art student, you see.
Keep going.
No, what were you saying?
As Harue's face is just
She's like, ugh. You're one of
This is
those
annoying.
people.
God, this is annoying.
I'm an art student, you see. Wood block prints are my specialty. Ukiyo-e in particular.
Yukio, yeah.
Yeah, Yukio, yeah. Are you listening?
Yukio, yeah. Actually, I think that Yukio, yeah. That actually helped. What the fuck? You must be a cultured lady.
I'm pretty sure it's Ukiyo-e.
Yukio, yeah.
Really? Do you think so? Everyone says it's a strange interest for a girl to have.
Art?
I think the specific
Okay.
interest. I'm looking it up now. Ukiyo-e is a genre of Japanese art that flourished from the 17th through 19th centuries. Its artists produced woodblock prints and paintings of such subjects as female beauties, kabuki actors, and sumo wrestlers, scenes from history and folktales, travel scenes from landscapes, flora and fauna, and erotica. It's like the traditional fucking art that you see that looks like hand painted from like really old times, like that old Japanese art.
Oh.
That's just what it is.
Which is on like wooden blocks.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, no, that's fucking fascinating.
I'm gonna send you a picture that I found that's related to it. Oh, face.
Mm-hmm. And the thing first. Okay.
I know. I'm trying. Oh, that quality is atrocious. But you see what I mean, though, right?
We're just saying, oh.
On Discord.
Oh, okay, that type of art style. Yeah, no, that's great. I love that.
Yeah, that's Ukiyo-e.
Okay, which makes this line actually make a lot more sense.
Mm-hmm. People often think of ukiyo-e as some inaccessible high-class art form, but that's actually totally untrue. Back in the Edo period, it was the art for the masses, amusement for the common people.
And then the rich took it upon their own and then locked the common people out. That you haven't heard anything along those lines.
Oh no, especially back in this time, never.
Nah, not at all.
No. So when you think about it, we feel exactly the same thrills from every brushstroke as they did back then. Isn't that fascinating?
Yeah, I guess. These two don't speak for me. I find that actually fascinating.
And as far as I'm concerned, the undisputed king of ukiyo-e is the one and only Hokusai. Have you heard of him?
Sure I have. He's famous. Didn't he live somewhere around here back in the Edo period?
That's right. You're just as knowledgeable as you look. His 36 feet. Yeah, that was the main one I saw. Is the most popular one. His 36 views of Mount Fuji are so iconic, and that only works if as most people know.
It's also snowing there.
No, that's haikuism.
Anybody who doesn't get that, it's missing out.
But Hokusai was so much more than just mountains and waves. That's the only teeny tiny tip of the veritable iceberg of his work. Yeah, little do you know, this predated all the iceberg videos that now exist on the internet.
I gotta admit,
Totally.
I only really know him from these landscapes myself.
Same. Oh, don't worry about it. Anyone can cook, can learn.
Anyone can cook.
When Hokusai died at the age of 90, he left behind over 30,000 drawings.
Oh.
That's multiple drawings a day for 80 years. Amazing, right?
So I kept on drawing right up into his old age, huh? Impressive.
But even in his final years, he was never satisfied with his own work.
That is the artist mentality in a nutshell.
Also true.
Any creative art mentality, to be fair.
Just any creative mentality.
No.
Doesn't have to be art specifically. His dying words were, "Should heaven afford me more than but 5 more years, I shall finally become a true artist." Even on his deathbed, he still thought he had more to learn. He was already the greatest painter and artist of his era. Who knows what he could have done with more time? Well, that's what I want to find out.
Hold on. Are you saying?
Besides, he always said he wanted to move out of 100 houses, but he only made it to 93. Isn't that just tragic?
Well, maybe you wouldn't want to resurrect him in this time then, because the house market is fucked.
Well, maybe back in the 1980s it will be slightly less bad than what it is now. She did say that it was getting bad, but like it can't be much worse, right?
I don't know.
Inflation
Only time-
hadn't hit yet.
Only time will tell. Oh no. Nuh-uh. No way this is going where I think it's going.
It's going where you think it's going.
No.
Imagine the masterpieces he could create with modern techniques. I feel all dizzy just thinking about it.
I'm paying attention, I swear, but that.
Oh my
that
God.
It's fucking Michael Jackson.
No. He's kneeling down like fucking Darth Vader.
I was gonna say Yuffie, but whatever.
That also. Well, I mean, it's still the same thing. Like just fucking kneeling down, going,
No. Whew. You gotta be kidding me. So if I understand correctly, you want to use the rite of resurrection to...
Silence Michio Shiraishi. That's exactly right. What?
You were
The
listening...
fuck are you talking about?
You were listening in on us, weren't you?
No. Shifty eyes. That's right. I want to bring Hokusai back to life.
Let's talk about the logistics of that for a second.
Yeah.
No funny business. Just actually talking about the logistics of that for a second.
Yeah.
We're not even going to mention the fact of how much of a fucking shockwave that it would be if a famous artist just suddenly popped back into existence.
Well, also for him to exist, the culture shock would be fucking innumerate.
Yeah. But also, it was said when we were reading some of the descriptions that the cost of the resurrection will depend on the time away from when they died. So if they died more recently, it would cost less soul dregs. We're talking hundreds of years.
Not only that, but like it seemed to like, and of course she wouldn't know this, but based on what we've seen already, all that this is gonna do is it's gonna take her back into the past to prevent him from dying, and then kill her later on. So like, it's not even going to be worth it.
Right. Of course, again, a lot of the curse bearers don't know that. But
Well, yeah,
from
no,
us,
yeah, they
from
don't know
us-
that.
from
This is
us
dramatic
looking-
irony.
Yeah, from us looking from an outside perspective, there's so many holes in this plan.
There's so many. Oh god, this is gonna go so terribly in this plan.
Yeah. Like I understand the want to, like, I could definitely say, even just from our lifetime, there are a lot of famous people, there are a lot of artists that maybe I would want to bring back. If I didn't have that whole reservation about changing the fucking timeline and all that. Like, if I was just thinking about who I would want to bring back, yeah, there's a list of people that I would want to, in terms of famous people.
I still would have loved to have met Satoru Iwata before his passing.
Iwata, fucking Monty
Which he's almost 10 years. It's been almost 9 years since his passing.
Oh.
By the way,
fucking Monty the original creator of Ruby. I would love to have seen where the what direction the show would have gone in if he was still alive. But I mean, the reality is that would fuck up the entirety of the fabric of our timeline here. Well, that's certainly a novel idea. I'm going to kill this bitch. It just throws her into the river.
Yeah, she just German suplexes her into the river.
Yes. That's what she'd use it on. What a waste.
Ha 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 ha! Irony!
Tsushika Hokusai. A master ukiyo-e artist, 1760 to 1849. Ukiyo-e. 1760 to 1849. Yeah, so we're talking like almost 130 years.
Oof.
Yeah. Because I was active during the late Edo period, considered to be the golden age of the ukiyo-e in Japan. When Honjo, Hokusai spent most of his life in the areas known as Sumida City. Among his famous works are the 36 Views of Mount Fuji and the Hokusai manga. Hokusai was a prolific artist from a young age and has left behind a wide variety of works, producing an estimated 30,000 pieces during his lifetime. During the general popularity of ukiyo-e, although the general popularity of ukiyo-e declined during the Meiji period, Hokusai remained a core figure at the center of the... What the fuck? Japanese-me? Japanese movement, providing inspiration for countless artists around the globe. What is that? 1 second here. Japanese-me is a French term that refers to the popularity and influence of Japanese art and design among a number of Western European artists in the 19th century following the forced reopening of... Okay, so it's just the introduction of Japanese art on a more global scale and how it vibed with a lot more artists.
Right.
Okay. By his name, Hokusai found himself was said to be rather indifferent to money or decorum, and lived a life that quite appropriately resembled that of the whimsical and otherworldly scenes that often depicted in ukiyo-e. Though he went by many names, in his later years he took on the title of Gakyo Rojin Manji, or the Old Mad Painter.
That's a great name.
I love that. That's a wonderful title. Hokusai lived to be 90 years old and never lost his passion for art. Fucking good for him. Not even on an ironic, like, good for him. The fact that he fucking found his niche and he stuck with it literally throughout his entire life.
That's a rarity.
It is. Anything new?
Anything sus? Yes.
That must be it. She must be half of the young couple Richter mentioned. But she isn't a curse bearer herself, and her friend has lost a curse stone. Neither of them will be of use to me.
I'm sure Yutaro would laugh if he heard this, but I'm totally serious. I'm making Hokusai revival project happen. It'll be a national sensation.
That's certainly a word for it. Alright, what about Namagaki? He lost his curse stone. How the fuck did he do that?
I wasn't with him at the time, so I don't know exactly how it happened.
Give me answers! Where is he?
Graham grabs her by the fucking collar of her shirt. Where is he? I'm Batman. All I know is that he came back saying he didn't have it anymore.
I am the knight. I am Batman.
Darkness.
No parents.
No parents. Although, well, it's strange that you probe into that of all things.
I'm just the curious sort, that's all. Sorry if it's a touchy subject.
Oh, I don't mind. I don't particularly care about keeping it a secret. Oh gosh, is it the time? I should be getting going.
Getting going.
Getting going. I'll need to get my hands on a curse pair before daybreak. Sorry for flagging you down out of the blue like that. Best of luck.
Bye, Yame.
By the only voice I have so far.
Let's read about her. Excuse me, you can read about her.
Ayame is a young woman working with Yutaro Namagaki. Her love of Katsushika Hokusai Yukioe is great that she wishes to resurrect him with the right of resurrection. It's so great.
It's so great.
It's so great. Ayame is a clever but calculated university student who only has time for her own interests. She is making the best of a recent boom in the popularity of female university students, incited by their appearance across TV commercials and radio programs. Ayame is content to ride on this trend so long as it allows her to get her hands on whatever she needs and wants in life. Recently, Ayame has figured out that older men will fall for her if she acts just a little bit stupid. She is approached by Yukitaro. Yep, that's the fucking guy.
Yep.
Yutaro Namagaki in town, and although she was not attracted to him, agreed to date him because his family seemed rich.
Oh. He's stupid, be a gold digger. Success.
Apparently. However, she does not think much of him as a human being and is beginning to grow bored of their relationship.
Oh. Oh, God.
A lesser man, one might say.
Well, that just happened. There goes trouble. We're going after curse stones. We should keep an eye on her, too, if we can. Why do you say that? Before she left, she wished us the best of luck. She gotten at least an inkling that we're curse bearers. Why? A good chance we'll clash sooner or later. We're after the same thing.
Does Richter also have a curse stone? Why did he say that?
They're a team.
Oh.
Using the royal we in this case. We're after the same thing.
That's that. I mean, because I'm just like, wait, no, because that can't potentially be that he was lying to us the whole time about not being a curse bearer. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
by the way, my curse stone just sends a nuke. What?
It just nukes. Like there's no trigger for it. It just nukes. Whenever he wants, he could just nuke the fucking place. Everyone within the radius of the entirety of Honjo just dies.
I win.
God. That sounds like a PJ ability.
Oh. You head on back to the mansion, man. I think I'll tail her for a while. All right.
Thunk.
So, we could go out. We could go on, but something else is unlocked for us with that scene. Shit.
Yeah.
That's the wrong button. It's okay. Fast forward here a little bit. Because out of all that, let's remember the fact that she was also talking about the janitor at Komagata High School and how he looks so much like Fumachika Neijiima, or at least reminded her of him.
This is true. I completely forgot about this fucker. This Vinny Vine Sauce looking ass.
So now we have a different option.
Yeah, so now we can be worried about her because we couldn't have the option to do that before.
No. This would not be worried about her.
Oh, right, yeah, because we were worried about her, so we went back and then she died. We saw her dead. So now we can just go home.
And this is unlocked because now he seems like a suspicious person, so we shouldn't say anything about Mio still being in here. Because now he's not as innocent as he might seem, which he wasn't very innocent looking to begin with. Let's be honest. But
yeah, like again, he looked very sus.
That is the sound of a changed timeline.
Ah! Mr. Janucci was actually looking for you inside the main building.
He's there right now? What's he thinking?
I don't know. I don't know where my voice went either. I don't know. He was in Class 3B on the second floor just a bit ago.
Remember, this guy was a lot more gravelly, while as Mr. Detective there was just like low register, right?
Tetsuo was just Squidward. This guy was deeper than that.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I suppose that means I can't be locking up yet. Second floor, you said. I'll go take a peek. Be back in a jiff.
My house is really close by. I'll be fine on my own, really.
That's so. Snack shop, right? Told you'll be fine then. You'll be careful now here. Stay on the big well-lit streets. If something happens, shout fire.
Okay. You worry too much.
Yep. You wouldn't want to be losing any more students.
Especially not by my hands. Like you hear him shaking, fucking doing like fucking putting his hands together and rubbing them like
Oh shit, my cigarette. Oh shit, my cigarette. Well, I imagine you know that better than anyone.
Yes, you're right.
What of a dick.
just a little bit.
I'm going home. You know what? No, never mind. I'm just gonna stand here.
Mio's late. I've been waiting for 20 or 30 minutes, but there's no sign of her. Huh? There's someone coming down the road.
Oh.
That's... Oh no, a teacher. It's Mr. Araishi. He looks on edge. I wonder what he's doing. Wait, he's the one who discovered the Rite of Resurrection. It wouldn't be strange for him to be involved with curses. I wonder if he has a curse stone. What do I do?
Kill him.
But it's way past 10 minutes. Mio said she'd be here by now. I managed to escape. I can't let that go to waste. I need to get out of here before anyone else sees me.
And then you can curse them.
So I went home.
And so I went. I'm home. Thank goodness. I don't think the walk ever felt so long. Oh, yawning! Okay. Nobody will be able to use their curse once it's light outside.
Gotta do some fucking breathing exercise or something before we do these streams. I swear to God.
I mean, it would help if the only form of seat that I had wasn't also a bed, and the only real way to get comfortable is by laying down.
That's very fair.
I need to go looking for Mio as soon as it's morning. But for now, I need to get some rest.
Thunk.
And that's it for now. We've completed the Yako branch. I just got an achievement. The Yako branch of Chapter 1.
Well, there's really only one other place to go now.
There is. You're absolutely right, there is. However, I said that there was a little bit of a timeline change if we did not go to... If we did not get Oraishi first. Or not Oraishi, but...
Mio's late. In a different timeline. But I've been waiting for 20 or 30 minutes and there's no sign of her. Huh? There's someone coming down the road. It's you!
Bah, bah, bah! Like nothing else has changed outside of this, just slightly more dramatic than before.
That would be so stupid.
It'd be really dumb.
Oh no, a teacher. It's Mr. Araishi.
I saw that little fucking eye shift.
Oh, he did that in the other timeline too.
Oh, I only saw him look to the left before. I saw him look like he looked right, or he looked right before, but then he, from what I saw, he looked left and then right. Unless I missed the part where he looked left.
Hey, he looks on edge. He looks on edge. I wonder what he's doing. That thing in Mr. Araishi's hand. It can't be.
Oh, so she notices the curse stone in this.
Mm-hmm. Because he still has it with him.
Whoa!
You're right, yeah, because we never...
Yep, in this timeline, we didn't go with our two detective pals and confiscate it.
Could that be a curse stone? Oh, this is bad. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I don't think anyone good can come from... I don't think anything good can come from him seeing me. Wait, he's the one who discovered the Rite of Resurrection. It wouldn't be strange at all for him to have something to do with the curses.
I'll see, that line now is a little bit more scared. I see, this is the most important change.
Then, could the curse echoes from before belong to him? Ah! Shoot, did he notice me?
Hello.
Yes, I did notice you.
Oh, Hello, Yako. What are you doing here?
Sorry. That was fast.
Did you not hear me? What are you doing here?
This is creepy. This is creepy. This is creepy. Bad
Danger,
touch.
danger,
Bad
stranger.
touch. Bad touch. Bad touch. Not with that face onto a little girl. Nuh-uh. Nope. Nuh-uh. Bad touch. I forgot something.
Pick your answer.
I hate both of these choices, but I'll go for it. I forgot something. I came to get something I forgot at the school.
This late at night, it couldn't wait until tomorrow.
No, it couldn't wait.
What did you forget? Is that what's in your pocket? Take it out and show it to me.
But it's Stop it!
Yeah, it's bad touch, JonTron. Also, hello,
yeah,
Vicky.
super bad touch. Holy shit, bad touch. Also, gotta remember, you're sharing the game with me directly, so I fucking did not notice any messages that came in.
Well, it's the only message that came in, so.
Yeah,
Fine.
no, JonTron's like, stop!
I knew it. I see you have one.
It's not.
That Netsuke. Netsuke?
Yeah, Netsuke.
That Netsuke is of great historical importance to the area. But it's dangerous to speak here. Why don't you come with me? This is important.
Bad touch, bad touch. Woo!
That hurts. Stop. You're hurting me, Mr. Araishi. Stop pulling me.
Fire!
Fire! There's a huge fire.
Stop that! Someone will come. Damn it! Get over here! Yeah, Chris does have the best ambulance sounds. Perfect. Oh yeah, it's a terrible social link.
Yeah, it's a terrible social link.
Where am I? It's completely dark. What's the meaning of this, Mr. Araishi? My stomach! It hurts! I'm bleeding!
So yeah, if you don't take the curse stone from him, Yako
He
just
just kills
fucking
us.
dies. Yeah.
Well, we know that is what his curse stone does. It fucking it acts as if you fucking gutted your stomach out and died.
Yep.
But we wait, do we know how it's performed?
This is the darkness one. If you are surrounded in complete darkness that's made from the curse stone.
Oh, it's the darkness.
Mhm.
Okay. Right. Okay. I understand now.
Yep.
My Scoutmaster. You seem to have arrived at a less than favorable result.
Take a picture, folks. This is going to be the last game that name is ever going to exist in.
However, this was bound to happen. It would be difficult for Yako to escape from Araishi while he's in possession of a curse stone.
So if we went down the other path first, this would have been your hints. Like, you got to do something in one of the other timelines to affect this one. Love this meta shit. Listen, it's an old joke. It's purely for the fucking lols. I was never going to resurrect it again, but this was the perfect opportunity to do it. It's from our Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky playthrough.
Wait, what was the joke?
Scoutmaster thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. They don't. None
They
of
don't
them
know.
know about the
They don't know about
Scatmaster
it.
bit. God damn it! Oh my god.
You gotta
Yeah,
remember that was like years ago at this point.
it's been years. It's been fucking. It's like 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
But fucking 8 years, we still haven't beaten the game.
Please come here again if things should change.
It's fine. We know for a fact that if they make a remake, PJ is gonna just do it on his channel.
Have this prompt just for you. In the meantime, this shall remain as incomplete in this timeline until we meet again. Oh my god, she died. But wait, we should go into the corrected timeline and fix it.
So that save file I'm going to keep on hand just in case I remember anything else finicky with the order of things. But for now, we shall go back to the correct timeline. So, Yako was done for this chapter. Tetsuo still has more, but we haven't gotten there yet. So now all we have left is back to 100% Rob. Back to Haraway.
100% Rob. Which is good because I need liquids.
Haraway has received, well, from all that screaming, yeah, I don't blame you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Haraway has received multiple reports about other suspected curse bearers. Although concerned about Ayame Tono, or excuse me, Ayame Tu, who is apparently also after the curse stone, she entrusts Richter to continue his investigation. Yeah, it's fine. That was it. That was in the non-correct timeline. Back here again. I left Richter to continue looking for curse bearers. Came home alone.
Killing Yako is the equivalent of killing Kenny.
Oh my god, you killed Kenny! This really be enough to gather the soul dregs I need. What if nobody used any more curses? I'll lose my chance to bring him back. Hear the wind rustling in the trees. Wonderful description, thank you. The old Shigema mansion, we rebuilt it here after the Great Kanto earthquake. It always stayed the same all these years, even the war didn't touch it. I never liked it growing up. I always wanted to live somewhere more modern. A Shigema residence. Once a warrior clan with a mansion Honjo, not Hojo. Okay, get the fucking scientist out of here. Now we're trying to see if police officials, the Shigema family is one of considerable repute. The family estate was originally located some distance from the city, but the Great Kanto earthquake of 1923 forced them to rebuild it in a new location. Shigema Mansion was at one time a bustling place where members of the social elite mingled. 1 year ago, however, the head of the house was struck with a sudden melancholy, and ever since their mansion has stood as the grave. Stood silent as the grave. Yeah, oh god, why did the head of the family, or the head of the house, not the head of the family, that's different. Why did the head of the house just become depressed all of a sudden? God. Why can't it go back to the way it was? Dave, I swear to God, get your P3 bullshit out of my chat. See, I don't know about the fucking apathy syndrome. Or I do. But, like, I don't know about the apathy syndrome, but at least she has a reason to be depressed. That's some mythical bullshit. Oh. Don't you do it. I haven't played 4 yet. I do not care. I will fucking time you out. Mockingbird 5.
Sticker! Hi, I'm back.
The ostracizer. That's right, we need to be on the lookout for stickers. I wonder how many I've already missed.
That's fine. You can go back, I'm sure.
It's a collectible. It's a sticker.
Oh, you're asking for my input.
Generally, yes.
I'm not used to that. Let's go inside.
Oh, okay, cool. Really? Really? I forgot about that. I forgot about that.
Oh, it's so funny.
What a point! What a scene that had so much point to it.
But
We
now,
walked to the building, and now we can go back to Tetsuo.
and now is when the plot actually begins.
No, really? We just needed to walk through a door, and now the plot opens.
After persuading Araishi, the curse bearer of the ever-burning lantern, to give up his stone, Tetsumi and Eryo have obtained 3 curse stones in total. They continue their investigation of the town in search of the remaining curse bearers.
See, Vicky, I know that you're talking about Tetsuo, but we could also be talking about Richter Kai, who also is Detective Uwu Lips. Everybody has Uwu Lips in this game.
Well, with this, we'll have visit every place connected to the 7 mysteries. Oh my god, it's not 100% Rob anymore.
Yeah, it is not just me, Tetsuo Tubusumi.
I should ban you just for that.
This is the last spot, huh? And we've got nothing to show for it. Even though every last location looks suspect from top to bottom.
Don't fucking catface me. Don't do that.
No, that's my job.
Maybe we came at the wrong time. There might not have been any curse bearers around.
Sounds like we'll need to do another round before morning comes in.
Or maybe. Someone's been observing our movements. Hey, you put those away.
Yeah, what? No way!
It's just a thought. Either way, we should check out this last place.
Let's hope we finally get a lead.
In Shibori Park.
Something happens.
In Shibori Park. We will find this place very familiar.
Ah,
Yes. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What the hell is this?
Is he dead?
Damn it, we were too late. Was this a curse too?
Hang on, I'm gonna call this in.
I'll leave it to you. I'm gonna take a look around.
you could say that. He did get cursed.
Oh, now he's just in the background. He's part of the set piece. It's fine.
Oh, that's a little anticlimactic. It's like dead body. Okay, now he's just back there. All right, let's talk about this.
Boss, bad news!
What is it?
Another mysterious death was reported in the area just now! The medical unit and forensics team are on their way, but it'll be a while before they arrive. Why did the thing jingle happen there? What?
Couldn't tell you. That is bad news. So they got
No,
someone
so we got to go
else.
from another timeline to make sure the ambulance arrives, and then they'll be here before he mentions anything, so that he
wouldn't-
doesn't die.
I wouldn't fucking put it past him. It's like, yeah, by the way, you got to clear a barrier in another timeline so the ambulance can arrive in the park.
Christ.
Listen, you love it. You love this shit. Shut it up.
Christ. Timeline bullshit.
You love it.
You love it.
I do. But you wouldn't have agreed to that. I straight up told you that this was meta as fuck. This was like timeline nonsense, all right?
What's very funny is I actually brought this up with Pooja because she had no clue that you were into this shit, and I'm like, dude, like I brought him into the Somnium Files. Like he fucking loves it. Also, all of Zero Escape. I'm like, this is his jam.
That and RPGs.
Yes. You think this is the work of a curse bearer?
Also, I fucking crushed I fucking called it a mile away, and I'm gonna hold that as one of my fucking trophies there.
Yeah, it's good. It's good because I for sure couldn't come up with the shit that you did, and were correct.
The suspicious deaths popping up one after another. We have to assume it is. Dave? My fucking wallet can't handle it, please. Shit. Guess we'll be stuck waiting around for a while.
And then they fucking die, and then the timeline's broken. But then Horrorways opens up because she walked through a door. How does this relate to Horrorway walking through a door? Huh? Boss, phone is ringing.
The phone is ringing. Okay, yeah. 13 Sentinels has been on my list. You got me on that one.
Same.
Listen, all I'm saying is that I work best when we're streaming this shit, so, yeah, you know. It's gonna be like 3 or 4 games out because we're doing Sea of Stars after this. It's gonna be a nice fucking change of pace.
It's more like probably closer to 5. Because Sea of Stars would be after. There's still Bayonetta 3. There's still Horizon. There's still
I2.
I2 and Raincode. There's a lot.
Yeah. I checked the surrounding areas earlier. There were no signs of a curse bearer or any curse echoes around. Ringing the phone is the only sound cutting through the quiet park.
This is a persistent ringtone for sure. Like even back then, like that's kind of amazing that it could last this long without hanging up immediately.
Phone booth seems to be ringing. I didn't even know those could receive calls. Seem distracted by the phone.
Boss, the phone.
What about it?
It's ringing.
Sure is.
I wasn't looking at the screen. I was like, boss, the phone. It's ringing. That was the fucking line.
It was. Sure is.
Aren't you gonna pick it up? Why
Huh?
him?
Why would I?
Oh my god. Now I'm the one that's predicting these lines. Why wouldn't you? It's super suspicious. You go do it.
I'll give it a rest.
Do you have anything better to do?
Well, not exactly. God damn it, you two.
Then why don't you pick it up? We'll miss it if you don't hurry.
Yeah, They'll probably hang up soon. Me every time I get a fucking phone call.
Yeah, just wait for it to go to voicemail and then answer it. Are you really okay with that? Aren't you the least bit curious?
Yes, I'm a little curious. Yes, they actually wrote dialogue if you just keep fucking about.
So you're one of those people. You think that if you pick up the phone too quickly, the caller will think you have nothing going on? Or that's a statement, not a question. So you deliberately let it ring a bunch of times before answering.
People really do that?
No! No, not at all. No!
No, not at all. I don't know what you're talking about.
There are definitely some people who want to give off the impression of being busier than they really are.
Well, the judges don't have time for that kind of foolishness.
But you sure have time to not answer the phone still. Then go pick it up. Fine. You leave me no choice. I'll answer it.
Hold on, Ariel. We don't know what could happen. I'll do it.
Sure, it's all yours.
You little.
You know, it might just keep ringing until you pick it up.
True. It might be ringing because someone knows we're here.
This is turning into a Yakuza sub-story. Is this shit happening in Yakuza? That's great.
From the little I know about the game, that seems pretty accurate.
It's entirely possible, in which case... Come on. Anytime now.
Okay, I ran out. I ran out of dialogue.
Anytime now.
This dialogue, yep.
Now, what's a phone booth? I've never seen one of those
I
before.
forgot you. Forgot you were here.
Keep ignoring it as much as possible.
A young man in his 20s killed in cold blood. He's definitely dead, but I can't quite discern the cause from what I've seen. There are no obvious external wounds, but what is that leaking from his mouth? Water?
Drowning.
I'm gonna wait a little longer. Huh? What's this? There's something stuck to the side of the phone. Oh!
Oh my god.
Oh, hey.
Come on, boss. That's not what we're supposed to be searching for.
Okay.
God damn it, Rob. Yeah, bro drowned in White Claw. That's the preferred beverage of the fucking girl that got that fucking drowned. She just drowned in White Claw, just a pool of White Claw.
Oof. So this pelican not?
Pooja would love that. God.
Well, we better go check it out.
Also, how the hell is that not a
Susie's
Pokemon name?
And Susie playing Skyrim.
Suzie is definitely playing Skyrim. But how the hell is that not a Pokemon name at this point?
Pelican not.
Pelicanot? That just sounds like a fucking Pokemon name. Pelicant.
Good.
You're right, but be careful. It could be a curse.
Hey, I said we.
It's been like 5 minutes. What do you mean it's a curse?
Hey, I said we. You expect me to go alone?
You're the one who's tough against this stuff. Don't worry, boss. You can do it. Go on now.
Damn it.
Why is he treating him like a dog?
Go on. Pick up the phone. Hello? You've already parked the phone booth.
Took you long enough, Suzie. Did no one teach you to pick up the fucking phone when it rings?
I love the writing in this game.
Hold on. That's phenomenal. Fucking Discord, please.
Does this work for phone voice?
Oh God, what the fuck?
Oh wait, that's the cheap mic. What the fuck was the one where? Was this Spaceman? I don't remember.
Is this it? Yeah, that's it.
You've gotten like a whole bunch louder too. Sorry, folks.
I can adjust that. Is that better?
Yeah, it's a little better. Anyway, you want to try
Okay.
it again?
Oh! It took you long enough, Suzie! Did no one teach you to pick up the fucking phone when it rings?
Who is this? No, that's not Discord. That's his voice changer.
Yeah.
Because if Discord could do that, I would be using it.
Yeah, no, it's voice mod, and you can filter it directly through Discord.
Who is this?
I finally got him! The real deal! Detective Tetsuo Suzume himself! Oh wait! That's Chief Inspector Suzume now, isn't it? You've come a long way since we last met.
I asked you to identify yourself.
Bitch! Have you forgotten already? After all the time we spent together? What a time that was! As I recall, I gave you quite the runaround.
Wait, is this Machika Neijiima?
What? Did you say Fumichika Neijiima?
Yeah, it's Ario. Just calling from a cell phone that doesn't exist yet.
Yeah, yes. Absolutely.
Like the one from the Neijiima murders?
Oh my God.
Yes, Ario. The one, the only.
Ding ding ding! You got it! I had a feeling that the great Chief Suzume would remember me.
You're having a heart attack.
No!
I am suffering that I picked
God.
this voice. That I picked this voice of all voices as his voice. It's great.
I forgot to turn that back on.
Yes.
Yeah,
you did.
of all
Ow.
sorry. Of all fucking voices I had to pick, of course it had to be that.
Yep. I know you gotta stick with it.
I spent 20 long years in a cell thanks to you! That shit was not easy!
Also, hello, Autumn. Joke's on you. I'm just getting rain.
Oh, I'm getting snow, I'm pretty sure. Also, my voice is just lower end Gilbert Gottfried now that I'm thinking about it.
It is. That's fine. Gilbert had to come back after Strikers at some point. Oh, you get a snow day? Wow, lucky you. You should be thanking me. Should have given you plenty of time to think and atone for your sins.
That it did! I've repented! My conscience is as clean as a whistle!
Bullshit. 20 years in prison doesn't even begin to make up for all the shit you did.
I don't know about that! After all, the justice system was gracious enough to grant me parole!
I think we were missing a space there. Neijiima. After all, the justice. Unless it's
System. That's what I said. Did you not hear me?
Yeah, I didn't hear the space between the and justice. Unless that's just because of the fucking font and it looks like there isn't a space there. Anyway.
Who gives a shit about spacing between letters?
Campus still ain't closed. Oh, well, that's college for you. What? It's the real Fumichika Neijiima. You must still have a grudge against me for arresting him. This is your payback? Damn it. Earning is important, huh?
Hold on, I just realized I could put this all on my controller, but because I'm using my iPad for it, I have to fucking replace all the fucking things I had on here. So just give me like a hot second and I'll do the things.
Okay.
Just gotta put in the ones I do all the time. I just gotta put them on here. Yes. Okay. Okay. So, well, how did he find Tetsuo?
How did you know where I am?
That's my favorite part! The sound of confusion in your voice, it's to die for! This is delicious! I can't get enough!
That one looks good.
That looks good!
Stop eating on the phone.
No! I fucking want!
Thank you, Crunchy Toast.
I think it would be even funnier if, like, because basically outside is abandoned at this time of night, you just hear the echo of him screaming from wherever he is.
Of course.
Yeah, I think I hear you. I'll be over there in 5 minutes.
Yeah, he's so fucking loud that no one cannot hear his fucking voice.
DJ Crunchy Toast?
Is it because I fucking mentioned Crunchy Toast?
No, apparently that's just what it sounded like. Instead of thank you,
Oh.
Crunchy Toast.
Oh, goddamn it, my iPad died.
Well, there goes your controller.
I mean, I can still use my phone. I just didn't want to use my phone.
Your phone.
Oh, there's more dialogue. Give me just a second.
All right. To be fair, him switching back and forth between the voice mod and his regular voice, sometimes the sound takes a second to readjust.
Well, if I use my the controller, it's way faster because then I have to keep scrolling over because I don't have like a touch screen or anything. I have to scroll over, lower the screen that I'm seeing, and then go over, scroll down, click the thing, click the voice changer, then go back. It's so much easier if I just use a button than if I
Right.
do all that shit. Okay. Oh my god. I have to reconnect this. Fucking, I'm on a stream. I'll be quick on the fly. Fucking, what was it was Spaceman.
Spaceman. Spaceman. There's no
I'm not telling you shit! Have fun racking your tiny little brain for that!
Okay, but how'd you find me?
Yeah, but how did you really find him?
I guess I could give you a little hint.
Go on.
Well, you see...
Just hangs up on him.
Well, you see, click. Did he just hang up on me? That asshole.
Who were you talking to? I couldn't hear you over what he was yelling through the phone.
I have the one-sided read. Suzume, you have the Evergreen Beach, no?
Neijiima, you're a curse bearer. You're using the power of the curse. Yep, no shit, Sherlock.
Indeed, no shit, Sherlock. And what a peculiar curse it is. But that's where my hint ends.
God damn it. The current sector couldn't have fallen into worse hands. Alright. What's your goal? What is your goal?
Now, you gotta understand. I've repented, seen the light. I've been a good boy since I was granted parole.
This is a very fun voice now that I'm like really getting into it and actually doing a voice that I can actually have range and emote in instead of just staying in the same tone. God, it's fun. God. I love Melanie's voice, but I can really only do 2 ranges.
Yeah. And I mean, it's almost like voice acting is fun.
Oh.
It's so fun.
This is just a stand
Neijiima's
battle.
Cookie Monster? Wait, what the fuck?
When you were eating in the phone before. This is just-
No, I said thank you, Crunchy Toast, not DJ.
And also, this is just a stand battle. I believe we mentioned that before. This is just a fucking JoJo battle. Okay, well, I don't know what you've been going through there, Vicky. I don't even know if you're allowed to say anything. But in a casual sense, it's fun.
I even got myself a job. I've been real serious about walking the right path.
Wow, that's very nice. Keep it up.
But it was no good. When the opportunity arose, it was impossible to hold myself back.
Oh, so you're an addict. Got it.
I knew I had to give you a little token of thanks, or I'd never truly be able to have a fresh start. Do you get what I'm saying?
No thanks. I don't need anything. No need to do all that for me. Just try to live a quiet life.
Oh, it's no hassle. No hassle at all. Slowly turning into Fizzeroli, just a little bit. Just a tad. Just enough. It would be all too easy to just kill you, to tear you apart.
I mean, if that's where it lands, that's where it lands. And I wouldn't have any complaints about that, I'll be honest.
See, the problem with Fizz is that this voice just kind of goes all over the place, and you gotta, like, get really gravelly up with it, because otherwise it doesn't sound correct. It's like if Wario and Fizz kind of, like, fused. But that wouldn't be very satisfying. Certainly not after 20 fucking years of waiting.
That's a long time to nurture a grudge.
You fucking bet it is! I let it gnaw at me, grow inside of me! I thought of nothing else!
But you haven't turned it to a blasphemy at this point.
All that time I played model prisoner and endured the harassment those asshole guards threw at me!
What?
Hi.
Hi, you alright there, buddy?
Oh, I'm perfectly fine! And I did it all for you, Suzie. So please, just accept my deepest and most sincere feelings.
Sorry, but I'm afraid I don't feel the same way about you.
Shut the fuck up! That attitude of yours is why I'm saving you for last.
Yeah, but what's your goal? Oh, he mad. You having fun there?
My throat sir isn't.
It's a good thing that we do this on Monday, so you have an entire week to recover.
Oh, you'd think.
Yeah, that's why I said, Dave, that's why I said I'm surprised he hasn't turned to a blasphemy at this point with that much fucking negative emotion. What are you planning? What are you buying?
This isn't fucking Resident Evil 7! 6! 4! I remember the game!
Wow!
Yeah, it's fine. He's just a fake fan. Don't worry about it. He's not a real fan.
Oh no. What are you planning? Whatever it is, bring it on. I'm not running away.
I just told you I'm not coming coming for you yet. Pay attention when people talk, shithead. You see, this time, I want to see you on your knees, weeping in despair, begging me for mercy.
Just the what?
I don't want to hear about your kinky shit. Tell me what you really want.
When was the original Resident Evil 4? Hey Siri.
It was on GameCube. I know that much.
What year did the original Resident Evil 4 come out?
Probably in like 2004, if I had to take a guess.
2005. 2005. So I was 9 years old.
So it's been almost 20 years.
I was 9 years old at the time. And the only game
it's been almost 20 years. Haha.
Haha. Oh no! I'm so sorry, dear Neijiima. Please forgive me. I won't do it again.
Are you fucking mocking me?
No. Why would
I can see your duck lips on the phone! I can see them loud and clear!
Woo. All right. 26. God damn, Vicky.
Shut the fuck up! This is exactly why I've always hated you so fucking much!
It was worth a shot.
Did you really think that would save me, asshole? You must be crazy!
And then we're both crazy. We got so much in common, we should be friends.
Enjoy cracking your jokes while you still can! I'm going to kill everyone you care about, one by one, until there's no one left!
Sorry to disappoint, but I'm a lone wolf. I don't have anyone like that in my life.
Boss? What about me? Whoa. Or wait, are you just trying to protect me?
Is that the sound of you fucking lying?
Yeah.
What's that? Do I hear the piss baby mean that you are actually lying to me?
Just get real, just fucking get so real crass and vulgar. It's like he's a regular member of Has Been Hotel.
Yeah, he definitely fit.
There's not a single person you care about? I wonder what your sweet daughter would think if she were to hear that.
Oh, don't you fucking dare, I'm warning you.
Oh, very nice. This is more like it. She's living all on her own now, isn't she? Attending university and all. Such a good girl.
Ugh.
Oh my, don't tell me that she just happens to live in Honjo.
What? She does? No, forget it. This isn't funny, asshole. I'm gonna find you and make you pay.
I love it! Keep going! I want you to hear you lose your mind! It's music to my ears!
Fuck you.
Fuck you!
Fuck you.
Fuck you!
A regular humane conversation between humans, ladies and gentlemen.
One more thing we should discuss.
Rio, damn, you really don't love me.
In fact, the most important thing.
I thought you were finally gonna shut up. I'm already sick of you, so I'll pass. Wow, let me try that one again. I'm already sick of you, so I'll pass.
Oh, but you don't want to miss this. It's the main course. I could just go after your daughter, but something tells me you'd get bored.
No, I'm good. You got me real fired up. You're in my head. Well done.
But this is a gift tailor-made for you. I'm going to kill all the people you swore to protect. Every last living here. Person living here.
You couldn't.
Oh, but with this cursor of mine, I can. I'll give you until dusk. By then, I could probably get a couple hundred people or so. And it'll be all your fault. Oh, it must be so hard to know they'll all die because of you. So tragic. It must be tearing you apart.
Don't fuck with me. There's no way an amateur like you can pull off a curse that strong.
Unfortunately for you, I absolutely can. My curse stone is a particularly strong one. Which means I can have my fun without needing to hold back one bit. It's almost like the Feast of Shadows was cast just for me.
You're surprisingly well informed about this. Who was it that tipped you off?
Who knows?
Then how about I kill you? Wow. Then how about I kill myself first and ruin all your fun? What about that, asshole?
Idiot! You think I'd call it off just because you were dead? There's no running away from you.
Oh, I'll find you. I won't let you get away with this, Neijiima.
You got 12 hours. Do you really think your paltry little organization will be able to make a dent into my plans? Oh, the sacrifices made will be heavy. I can't wait to see you sobbing with regret. And I'll even have enough Soldrix to pull off the rite of resurrection. How splendid.
Wait, Neijiima, you're after the...
Of course I'm fucking after it! Everyone who has cursed stone is after this fucking resurrection!
I'm not.
Anyway, see you around! Bye-bye now.
Click. Did he just hang up on me? God damn it! Oh, my fucking throat hurts. Hello, dead body.
Your throat hurts.
Hey, I was putting in just as much as you were, alright?
I was talking to Tetsuo directly.
The fucking actor's voice hurts.
And that's why I have... And that is why I have the
Power of halls. Always.
Alright. As you
Boss!
pop one into your mouth right now. There we go.
I need it. Goddamn.
There we go. Did you catch all that?
There was. Hold on. Oh, honestly, there was a lot of that I could hear over the phone, but I couldn't really parse anything out.
That's fine. I'll give you the short version. Then they black out.
No, that was it. I'll give you the short version.
Jesus.
All right. Neijiima, what is he planning?
You're gonna regret that later on. You know that,
Never.
right?
Never have I regretted any voice that I've ever done. Not even a little bit.
Oof. Who knows? For now, we'll need to find him and get him into custody. Send word to HQ.
Ugh.
The fact that 7 mysteries are wrapped up in this is gonna make things tricky.
You mean with Neijiima being a curse bearer?
It's our luck, really. Couldn't have been a worse guy. Doesn't think his curse will be able to kill a lot of people at once. I'd like to avoid getting our investigators caught in the crossfire. Hi, Shogo.
Yeah, shit. Hi, dead Shogo.
We'll use them to find out where he is, but then we're going in alone. Let's try and collect as many curse stones as we can before then. Let's hurry.
Aye, aye, boss.
Later. It was reported that a total of 3 suspicious deaths were discovered that night. Neijiima's threats, along with the curses, were kept secret from the general public. However, the Honjo serial killings still made international headlines following the death of police officer Hajime Yoshimi. At Tsumi's request, a large-scale investigation was launched into Fumochika Neijima's whereabouts.
Is this a fucking soap opera?
Tsumi and Ario themselves spent the rest of the night looking for curse bearers in the area, but their search ended in vain. And with that, the curtain closed on that cursed night. I'm thinking about it. Probably the storyteller is more apt to say this, but too late.
No, the French narrator took over the role.
12 hours to sunset. And now we have our new goal in mind. Chapter 1 is complete. You're right there.
I'm sucking currently.
On stream? Come on.
Yes, on stream.
Goodness. Well, I'll give you a little bit more time to get your throat in order there. So we'll continue with Tsutsumi's stuff. Hajime Yoshimi's death, Neijima's threat of mass murder. The problems just pile up, putting the detective's goal of collecting all the curse stones in jeopardy. Assuming he leaves Ario to handle the investigation while he catches a quick break. I am old and I need a nap. And now it is 9 a.m. 6 hours later. This is where our story catches up. Mood.
Sorry for the wait, boss, but I managed to gather some information.
Now it's starting to backfire, isn't it? Took you long enough.
Still sucking.
Right. Forensics have finished their investigation. The body's been carried away. That said, we're still closing the park to the public, at least for the time being.
This place is really giving me the creeps last night, but it looks pretty normal now with the sun out.
Oh. It's a bird! The fuck is that one?
Swanelope swoosed.
Good that. Well, we've got ourselves quite the mess. Strange deaths popping up all over the place that may or may not have something to do with the curses. We also need to keep looking into Yoshimi and Neijiima. For now, we better start following up on the few leads we've got. Guess I better see what Ario's found out. Been up all night gathering information. It'd be nice to be young and have that kind of energy. But I'm glad to have him on my side. Give me a chance to rest up. You telling me he hasn't slept yet? Jesus.
Somehow. Things at the station were pretty hectic, but I managed to get some info. Let me fill you in.
Thanks. The floor is all yours. Okay. Where do we start?
I feel like we should say I feel like we should save Neijiima for last. So
right.
maybe let's talk about the curse bearers. At the moment, we only know the identity of 4 curse bearers, you included. Yutaro Namagaki had the foot washing mansion, and Hideki Araishi had the ever-burning lantern. We got both their curse stones. And there's Neijiima, who claims he has the one-sided read.
Yep. So that about sums it up.
So they know about 4, but
Now we have everybody in. Now we have a fucking organized list of who has what.
I was literally gonna do that in my head, but thank you, fuck. So the Taiko of Tsugaru, the Beckoning Light, and the Whispering Canal, which we know, Shogo had last, but when he died, I don't know where it went.
Mm-hmm. So the Whispering Canal was with Shogo and is now missing. The Beckoning Light and the Taiko of Tsugaru are both
We haven't
unknown
seen
right
yet.
now. Yep.
But those are just that's just 9 of them.
Yep.
Right? 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, it's 9.
Now, mind you, this is for our purposes only. It's for the player purpose, because realistically, they would not know that Highway has the haunting clappers.
Well, yeah, I'm aware that this is for our knowledge.
Yeah.
Their knowledge, they have the 2, and then they know of
2.
2 more.
Right.
Well, technically, they have the 3, and they know of 1 more.
Yeah.
I feel like my voice is actively going to be terrible tomorrow. I can already tell.
Yeah, it's a good thing you're not streaming tomorrow.
Probably not. I can already tell that my voice is shredded. I don't know if you can even hear it.
Oh, that's not a secret, bud.
It's like definitely shredded from what I was doing.
Listen, I told you were gonna regret it, but you know.
It's fine. Everything's fine. We better figure out who the remaining 5 are. Quick!
Which means that we need to get this series wrapped up before we start doing like Phoenix Wright and Persona. Otherwise, neither of us are gonna have a voice to work with.
Or just have a fuck ton of liquids on standby.
Oh yeah.
How should we go about looking for them?
There's no point. There's no point in searching blindly without a lead. Let's focus on other things for now. Tracking down Neijiima may lead us to other curse bearers too. Either way, he should be our top priority. He could do some real damage if we don't get him. I also want to look a little bit more into Yoshimi. I get a feeling there's some connection there.
Aye, boss. Sorry. Aye, boss. Sounds like we got our work cut out for us.
All right.
The moment I add any enthusiasm, then the growl returns. Serial killings.
Hey, you were having fun with it, and that's really all that mattered. I could hear the fucking elation when you were talking about it.
Suffer for your art.
Damn straight.
A total of 3 mysterious deaths were confirmed in the area, including the one in this park. So let's start with that one. The young man we found here. He's been identified as Shogo Okie, 25 years old. A regular old office worker who worked around here. He died of asphyxiation due to water in the lungs. He drowned.
Drowned? In the middle of the park? It's not possible. There's gotta be a curse we're dealing with here.
About that, boss. Isn't this park associated with one of those 7 mysteries too?
Oh god.
Yeah, it's any of these.
Yeah, the one-sided read.
Yeah, this is that one. That's right, the one-sided read. What?
I think you need some sleep there, Ario.
No, I don't. Damn it.
Put your all into that one.
I in mid snore, I almost choked on my own saliva
Jesus.
because I'm still sucking on the thing. That's what I was trying to do.
Right.
Ow.
Did you just bite
Yeah, it's the Whispering Canal. It does seem like there'd be a link between the canal and the death by drowning, don't you think?
Stop thinking, Ario. I thought that said stop thinking. Yeah, stop thinking, Ario.
Okay. Oh.
You're starting to get the hang of this. So let's assume they're related. What next?
Before that, the body of a woman was found behind a residential complex in Kamizawa. The victim has been identified as Tawako Hayashi, 29 years old. She was an office worker who lived on her own in the area. As for the cause of death, well,
Yes.
the entirety of her body was crushed by some kind of external force.
So that was the foot washing mansion.
Mm-hmm.
That must have been the one that he killed. Because this is the first time that we've heard about this woman, and we knew that there were soul dregs in his curse stone.
Oh yeah, he definitely had killed someone. No murder weapon was discovered in the area, but considering the way she was found, we're looking for something large, flat, and heavy that could have crushed her in one fell swoop.
Yeah, no. The science show. Piano.
Well, I was gonna say that reminded me of that SpongeBob episode where he was like sleep deprived and got scared of Krabby Patties. So like when Plankton was like giving him therapy, at one point SpongeBob was like, "Stay back!"
Wait, where'd you get that piano?
I love that clip so fucking much.
I love that episode a lot, but that clip is very iconic.
That audio was used quite a bit for TikTok. I will tell you that.
Oh, I'm sure.
Wait, where'd you get that piano?
Hang on. Are you saying she was stepped on? Okay.
Yeah, the one-sided read. You need to go to sleep.
No, I don't. I'm perfectly fine. I'm young and I have a lot of energy and thing.
Exactly. It was crushing by the one-sided read. Modus operandi. That's how it was said. The place the body was discovered was also known to be related to the 7 mysteries.
This is
So, I wonder if any of the curses that we come across will be location dependent. Because so far they're either item or location, or not location, but like placement dependent.
Oh, are you saying like if any of
Like
the
you
curse
have to be in a
stones-
very specific location in order for the curse to work. Because so far we've had items, we've had like certain like circumstantial scenarios, but never like, oh, you have to be at this like fucking Walmart and then in 3 seconds you'll die, or like,
I don't know. It'd be an interesting one. Oh, needs to get his zoomies out and then take a nap. Oh, little puppy.
it's like a child.
For that. Bro, that's just Walmart.
Yeah. It's just Walmart.
It's true. This is Namagaki's doing. Shit, I knew he used it.
I guess I got real lucky by going to Walmart several times.
Judging by the amount of soul dregs, the victim was just a regular person, not a curse bearer. Guess we should report this to Paranormal Affairs.
Got it. And as for the third victim, he was identified as Kohei Jonuchi. Kohei Jonuchi, 32, a teacher at Komagata High. He was found in the school's courtyard. Oh, shit. He died.
Janucci's fucking dead.
Oh, shit. Well, it could be that fucking bitch girl. We don't have no idea if Mio's still alive. I don't think she's a curse bearer.
I mean, she has spirit sense, but she doesn't have curse stone.
Yeah, I don't think she has a curse stone. Unless the janitor killed him. Because he was still in the room.
Oh, it was the janitor, and then it was the delinquent student. Were the only two that were at the school that time. So
Delinquent student. Wait, was that the bitch?
the bitch.
Oh, hold on. What the fuck just happened?
What?
My audio just fucking died.
What, from Discord?
Oh, because my headphones just died out of nowhere.
Oh, that's fun.
Or they turned off, rather. They're not dead. They're just turned off.
Yeah, I've had that happen from time to time.
Anyway. So what were you saying?
No, I'm just saying that it was just those two that were at the school at that point, along with Janucci. So
Yeah, was it the bitch girl? Is she the delinquent?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I will read that in a second once I figure out where the fuck the plug is to my... There we go. Okay. Cause of death appears to be external trauma from a fall or heavy blow. The impact crushed his arms and legs. Now, did it remove them, or are they just fucking...
No, they're just like broken.
Oh, wait, died from a fall? Wait, that's Yako. Wait, she killed him?
He went home.
Well, her curse stone is that she fucking kills them via fall.
Yeah. But again, the last time that we saw her, she went home.
Must have been another timeline that happened, because there's no way that wasn't her curse stone. Unless it was related to another fall-based one, but it seems like all the curses are unique. From what I can gather. Since he was found in the middle of courtyard. What? Since he was found in the middle of courtyard, he couldn't have fallen from a gymnasium or the main building.
Teacher dying at school. Not just any school. Oh my god, a house of one of the 7 mysteries. The Fool's Procession.
It's the Fool's Procession, I think, right?
Yep.
Yeah. It's where the Fool's Procession is supposed to be. It's too big of a coincidence. So it's gotta be her curse stone. So something caused her to kill him. We can't rule out the possibility that this death is also the work of a curse.
Which also
Because he did try to curse him, but in the timeline where we were, she was found out before she could do anything about it. So this is probably in a timeline where we actually got to kill him from not being seen.
Yeah, but that was in
because
the classroom,
Mio wasn't there.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. That first time Mio was with us, so that time, no matter how you spin it, would have been interrupted. It was. It would have only been after we parted ways if Mio didn't come back.
We can't rule out the possibility that was what I just said.
That is what you just said, so it's not a possibility, it's a fact.
I see. Either way, all these 3 victims can be tied to the 7 mysteries.
Probably a curse bearer at the center of all of it, pulling the strings. But you've got a point. All these strange deaths do point in one direction.
That's right. And Hajime's case wasn't all that different either. He also died from a mysterious causes in a place connected to the 7 mysteries. Problem is that the timing doesn't match up. He died before the curses were activated.
Oh, that was you. Sorry.
Could he have been hit by a different curse? One that didn't have anything to do with the 7 mysteries?
Yeah, that's a thought, but if that were the case, we'd be dealing with a powerful practitioner. One who could pull off a curse like that without using a curse stone. Not many people in this day and age who could do something like that.
Oh, really? I see. I don't know too much about that stuff.
I'd be more surprised if he did. All right, so we got 3 killings. All of them related.
Well, looking at these deaths, it seems like many of the curse bearers acted last night.
Can't rule out that there were more killings from which the bodies haven't been found.
Yikes! I haven't thought about that.
But there is one silver lining. Thinking about my own curse stone, it seems that the curse can't be activated while the sun's out.
Oh boy.
So that's great news. So basically, we're safe during the daytime?
Exactly. It's also likely why Neijiima gave us till dusk.
Day 2 of more curse. He must have known the curse stones couldn't be used during the day.
Either way, we've got till nightfall to settle this. It's time we flushed out the other curse bearers.
Aye, boss. Let's do this.
Let's talk about it some more.
But let's talk about Hajime first. I asked about around Sumida's Community Safety Bureau where Yoshimi was stationed. It seems like he was investigating the apparent suicide of a girl named Michio Shiraishi.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, I especially heard that she silenced herself. It's kind of weird.
With a curse.
With a curse.
With murder.
She silenced herself with murder. Such a fucking crazy phrase.
Such a roundabout way of saying suicide.
Yeah. This suicide didn't happen. It was a suicide. Wait.
No, this wasn't a suicide. It was a silencing by murder.
No, that's the PC way of saying it.
Oof. Yeah, all the way back to the Shadow Realm.
Oh yeah, of course. That's where they get sent to. He was trying to determine whether it was really a suicide. Looking into the height of the building and the force of the impact, her wounds, all that. He must have suspected some kind of foul play because he ordered a full investigation after his attack rose.
That's not what that does.
It's not. In fact, it only does more damage when your attack is risen.
When your opponent's attack is
it when
high.
your opponent's? I thought it was when yours.
It is based on your opponent's. No, it's based on your opponent's attack. It uses your opponent's attack stat against them.
Okay. I thought it was like the difference between your attack and their attack. It would do more if it was more.
No. I've used that move specifically a lot, so I know plenty about it.
I mean, I have it on what's this fuck? Rush.
Oh yeah, you do. How could I forget about that?
I don't know. How could you? How could anybody forget about anything of my Pokemon?
You have a lot of Pokemon.
He must have suspected some kind of. That's why I just read. It already but it had already been deemed a suicide, and his superiors told him not to go stirring things up.
Again, that doesn't sound familiar at all. Oh, the case was already closed. Leave it alone. What was the evidence?
Well, according to the report I found on his desk last night, the body was found in the room of a building ways away from the road.
Room of a building?
That says foot, not room.
You're right. You
I
just
can
got the
read.
ooh. You got the ooh right.
I did. Just
Ooh.
like Ayame.
Yeah, I am my two.
There was no evidence of the vehicular collision, so it was ruled a suicide, but
he thought there was more to it.
yes, a truck or other flatbed vehicles traveling at high speeds could have inflicted similar damage. In other words, sometimes a traffic accident can look an awful lot like a fall.
Totally not important.
Subtle.
There's a chance that it wasn't a suicide. What a terrible way to go.
There were no brake marks on the road, meaning it would have been a hit and run. The vehicle would have hit her without slowing down at all.
It's turning into quite a grisly case. The vehicle couldn't have come out from a collision like that unscathed.
Exactly.
So I asked the traffic bureau to keep an eye out for any vehicles with frontal damage.
And fucking let me tell you by experience, getting hit by a car is not a fun time.
It sure isn't. I could also agree.
Like, you know, I think he knows it. I will take this potato chip
And eat it.
Death Note was a good anime. I don't care what anybody says.
I haven't seen it.
It's certainly one of a kind, I'll tell you that.
Yep. Again, there were a lot of popular. The only popular anime I ever watched at the time was like Attack on Titan, but then I gave up after season 2, and then SAO, and I gave up after the first season, and that was really it. I never really kept up with any like popular anime after. Well, I guess I kind of watched like fucking Kobayashi's Dragon Maid when that was hype, but like I never really kept up with any other anime.
Yeah, I wanted to watch SAO until somebody gave me the description. I'm like,
Yeah, wasn't it
not.
Pooja?
It was either you or Pooja.
It was no, it was me giving you what Pooja told me at the time. That's
Yeah,
what happened.
Yeah. No.
No,
That's-
see, I'd rather have a social life. What little of it that I have is there, but it would be certainly more than watching any of One Piece, because then I'd have to watch all of One Piece, and that's not happening.
And Attack on Titan, I also started watching and I dropped off. And now apparently it's just... It's gotten
finally over.
It's gotten into the realm of ridiculousness here.
It's finally over, for one. See, the thing is, like, I watched Attack on Titan, and then I stopped after season 2, and then I went back and rewatched it from the beginning up to season 2 again, and I got interested, and I was gonna watch more, and I never did.
Yep.
But I haven't heard back from them yet. I don't think they're looking very hard.
Monica, that's Pooja's specialty. You talk to Pooja about that.
Yeah, if you want to talk about the fucking most fangirl of Punipuella Madoka Magica, and it's definitely them. 1000%. It's literally her favorite anime of all time.
So we've got no proof. And I think the last anime that I watched was actually the World Ends With You anime. And honestly, that was a good one to leave off on. I very much liked it.
I don't know if Agretzko counts, but that would have been the last one I'd seen.
I mean, we're talking about we don't know what it counts, then fucking Ruby would be mine, but you know.
Well, also that. Did you actually hear about Ruby?
No.
They're putting season 9 on Rooster Teeth.
Really?
Finally. Yep.
Good.
They're putting it on there for free for everyone, and they're gonna have some extra content there too.
Good. I still waiting for them. Me and everybody else waiting for them to get green light for season 10.
Yeah,
Really,
I feel like it's super unlikely, but like I really would like. I would love that.
Well, considering how you never actually watched season 9, did you?
What do you mean? Of course I did.
You did. I remember.
I watched. I literally bought Crunchyroll to watch it.
Okay, I couldn't remember. All right. I don't think we ever talked about it because I was going through it, and then you were just like, I'm just gonna wait it. I'm gonna wait later.
Yeah, I waited until around like fucking 3 or 4 episodes in that I bought it, and then I kept up ever since, and I told you about that too.
Huh. Or maybe it's just been so long that I don't remember.
I don't think we ever really talked about it in between episodes, but I definitely saw it, and I know I told you. Like we talked a little bit about it.
Then again, that was right around the time when things got really bad for me, and we haven't really gotten a real chance to fucking gush over it since. So no, we can't talk about it in the calls.
Lol. Yeah, I'm still thinking on how to introduce it to either Pooja or Suzie, because those first 3 seasons are so rough.
Well,
But
Suzie said that she was going to watch it with PJ at some point. That was on
Was
their
she?
list. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's on the
okay. Then
list.
I'll have to think about how to get Pooja through it. Then
I don't know if Pooja's gonna be able.
that went over my head. I didn't think that was the thing that they were doing.
I don't know if Pooja's gonna be able to handle it. I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, I think she'll be fine. She's handled much worse.
I guess.
Again, Madoka exists as a thing.
Mm.
That anime gets really dark.
I know. That said, if it was a traffic accident rather than a suicide, it's possible that someone silenced Yoshimi because he was on the verge of discovering the truth.
That's true. You think the driver is the one who did him in?
Not quite. Yoshimi had already talked to forensics and the traffic bureau, right? His death wouldn't have covered things up.
You're right on that. Even if the suicide was a cover-up for a hit and run, it doesn't seem enough of a reason to kill a cop. Oh, but that's right. Unrelated, but I got something else too. I managed to get a hold of Michio Shiraishi's address. Yoshimi went there a bunch of times over the course of his investigations. Might be a good idea for us to drop by too.
Good thinking. Hopefully that'll give us some more leads. Alright, let's move on to the next topic. Or the same one.
Remember the girl Yoshimi met with the day... What? Yoshimi met with the day he died? One Hitomi Okuda? That's the one.
Yeah.
Community safety didn't have any contact information on her on hand.
Not even the address.
Well, they had her parents' information, but when I called, they said they hadn't heard from her in a month. Lots of family issues from the sound of it. They even said they didn't want anything to do with her anymore.
Oof.
That said, she still goes to school once in a while, so we might be able to find her there.
I'm sure we really have time for a stakeout right now. But she could be his key witness. Can't we have community safety track her down for us?
We can ask, but it might be tricky to get it done today. For starters, Komagata High School is closed for today.
No, because of that teacher that died.
That's right.
Alright. But if it's not something we can do today, we may have to forget about it. Move on then. Or not. God damn it, what else?
This game's really bad at figuring out when is the good time to go on. I got some information about Yoshimi's fiance from community safety. Her name is Mayu Chozawa, 27 years old. She works as a beautician in the area. Look, I even managed to get a picture of her. She sure is a beauty. But...
oh boy, here it comes. But what?
community safety hasn't been able to contact her since Yoshimi died. Not by phone or at her house. In other words, no response. Dead silence.
There it is. Can't things just be easier for once?
Emphasis on dead.
Ayuchozawa. Beautician and fiance of Hajime Yoshimi, a police officer with the Sumida Police Department. Mayu's current whereabouts are unknown. Definitely starting to look suspect. A crime of passion, perhaps.
It's fairly common for people to be killed by a lover or spouse. But Yoshimi was well liked, and they've been together for over 10 years.
You never know. Things should be different behind closed doors.
I guess so.
But we'll have to consider the opposite scenario too. Could be that the same person who was out for Yoshimi is after his fiancée as well. She could be in danger.
You're right. Either way, she's important to the case. HQ's already has people looking into her. We'll know as soon as she's found.
Now we get to the crux of everything. Neijiima.
HQ has mobilized a search unit for Neijiima. But so far we haven't received any word.
I think it wasn't at home or at work.
About that, apparently he vacated his last known address a week ago.
You serious?
There's that again.
So we have no idea where he lives. Every time that comes up, I have to.
It's in the same range, so I get it. You serious? It gets worse. I checked with that factory he was working at. They told me he was only there for a month before he quit.
Oh, how special. Hold on a second. You're telling me nobody caught that?
Well, I had the same thought, so I spoke to his probation officer. Turns out he'd been doing house visits and interviews, but never bothered checking on his workplace. He also had said that he'd lost track of Neijiima when he moved to a new place.
Jeez, it's just sloppy.
I heard they're giving parole to just about anyone these days because they're running out of room in the prisons. Which also means that there aren't enough probation officers to go around. Dude's probably overworked.
Listen, I get the overworked aspect, but no. No.
It's he's probably overworked.
But Neijiima got the fuck about unsupervised. God damn it. That asshole's annoyingly good at faking remorse. Or insanity. Whatever the situation calls for. Back when I arrested him all those years ago, just talking to him left a bad taste in my mouth.
He's probably hiding under a false name, which would make it hard to track him down. That explained why he so brazenly made contact.
An asshole. He's mocking us.
Well, for now, the paperwork is to circulate his name and his mugshot is being filed.
It's gonna take way too long. We only have until dusk.
I don't know what to tell you. Speaking of Neijiima,
Yeah?
did you manage to reach your daughter? It'd be best to put her into protective custody as soon as possible.
Not yet. I can't reach her. They called, but she's not picking up. Wasn't home when they went to the house either.
That's not good. Does that mean she never came home? And why weren't you the one and why weren't you the one trying to reach her?
Shut up. I have her contact info, alright?
Damn, she really doesn't trust you, huh?
Either way, I told her mother that was an emergency and that we sent an officer to find her and get her to safety. Real reluctant when I got her to agree.
I guess that explains why you got divorced. But if you or her former father can't find her, how the hell did Neijiima do it?
Former, I got deep.
Yikes. Sorry, that just kind of slipped out.
Anyway, I suspect it has something to do with this curse echo.
Back on topic already, huh?
He said his curse could kill a lot of people in a short time. May even allow him to act from a distance.
I see.
One side to read. What's the story about that again? What was that story about again?
Something about a man stalking a woman
who goes insane and chops her up.
All right. One of the more gruesome of the 7 mysteries.
As for Neijiima's whereabouts, all we can do is throw more people at it until we find something. I'll check in with HQ frequently to see if they got any updates. And that's about it. Shall we continue our investigation? The fucking music I hype.
Yeah.
We could go into Komagata High School to look into Hitomi Okuda or to Michio Shiraishi's house to find out more about her.
Uh-huh.
We could do any of those things.
I don't think we can, actually. Because this is where the timeline bullshit happens again.
Fun.
Yep. And you know what? It's a good place to stop for today. We had some pretty big story beats happen, and we'll properly start the investigation next time around.
Timeline bullshit.
Let me. Yeah, no. But both of the options for this require somebody to be someplace else. This game is the gift that keeps on giving. And I love it. Oh, goodness. And I hope you're enjoying just as much as I am. Which, you haven't given me any reason to doubt that yet.
Well, despite the fucking yawning, I'm not bored. Believe me.
Oh, I know. I know the yawning is just from the lack of breath.
Also, I've been tired all day as well.
Oh yeah.
So that's part of the reason.
Well, maybe it's a good thing that we're ending a little bit early. Just a little bit. Cool. So, tomorrow, as a once in a blue moon fucking miracle,
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
PJ, Suzie, and myself are going to be doing some more Baldur's Gate 3. I know, right?
Fuck.
Again, it's going to be once and then, more time off because scheduling is bullshit. Never work retail, folks. Okay. Work retail, but get out as soon as you can. Because everybody needs to work retail or customer service at least a little bit so you can understand the depths of human stupidity. So yeah, tomorrow, got some more Baldur's Gate 3 with PJ, Suzie, and myself back here on the YouTube channel. And then the rest of the week, there's nothing planned because, well, I have work the rest of the week. However, I'm probably going to be crazy and do some more fucking Persona 3 after work on a couple of those days. We got Akihiko back. I think we just finished up the midterms, actually. Yeah. Yeah, we just finished up the first set of midterms. Yeah, so we're going slow this time around. I'm not rushing through this because I'm going to see if I can fill up the compendium. Which I know is going to be like a big thing in itself, but I digress. Especially with that fucking experience system that they have there. I hate it. So, for your information, Chris, Persona 3 has an experience system, in which case, so like, you'll finish a battle and you'll see a number of experience, right? That gets spread out across all of your party members. So if you get like 60 experience and you have 3 people in your party, that's only actually 20 experience for you, and then for both of your party members.
Oh.
Yeah, which makes trying to level up personas so much more annoying.
It sounds it for sure.
As a fucking grind fest, I'll tell you that. Which is like I wanna fuse, better and better personas, but I also want to get all of their abilities that way. When there are requests later for certain personas with certain abilities, I won't have to go out of my way to do it. But no, they have to make it as fucking annoying as possible. And of course, I could just go it alone, but then my party members would be underleveled, and it's not great. Okay.
It doesn't sound it.
I'll get over it. It's fine. It just means that the series is going to be a little bit longer because I had to spend a lot more time in Tartarus. And anyway, yeah, so that'll be sometime this week as well. If I'm not coming home and playing more 14, because I am at a fucking crux of story right now, and I would have played more after the stream today, except that there's fucking server maintenance. Timing is... I digress, though. As you heard mentioned earlier, in terms of the group stuff, we have just recently finished up the Three Houses DLC. Cinder Shadows is done and dusted. Three Houses is going in the corner for a little bit. We need a little bit of a break from that. So when the stars align and we are ready to do group stuff on the channel again, we are moving into Persona 4 Golden, which, yes, means that Persona 3 and Persona 4 are going to be overlapping. And for those of you who have been with the channel for a while, you know this is not the first, nor will be the last time that I'm playing 2 Persona games at once. And that is really about it. I don't really have any video stuff. And I will let you guys know otherwise. Just keep an eye out on the channel for more shit. And that's it from me. Hey, Chris, how's your channel?
It sure is going. Thanks for asking.
Oh, that's good. What's going on?
Videos that'll be coming out when I get them out. And then just keep tuning in to the channels on YouTube and Twitch, and new things happen.
Cool.
I don't have anything coming out yet, but keep on for updates.
All right. Peter's channel's not dead. Susie's channels are not dead. Look down below for all of our freaking friend-related channels here, including our lovely Actualized Gaming in the chat here, Vicky, who has been working on Majora's Mask playthrough through the NSO. And once again has a lovely cover out of Kane's theme from Nier. And from no problem, Fram. And from what they have been saying, a good old Bloodborne playthrough may be in the future. So that will be fun. I think it was Bloodborne. Anyway. So yeah, there's a lot of content that y'all can check out in the meantime. Hopefully by like the middle of the year here, I'll have a little bit better of a setup, both in terms of life and just life. That's really all I need to say. Just life. Where things aren't going to be as stagnant. But But for now, we work with what we got. So with that being said, if you are just here for Paranormasight, yes, there will be more Paranormasight next week. I got a Monday free there as well. But if, come on to the channel tomorrow for some more Baldur's Gate 3 as we go further into Act 2. I believe we are actually near the end of Act 2. We're at the final stretch there. Or more Persona 3 Reload, or, whatever else. There is no whatever else that options. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys later. Good night, everybody.